We are officially online, but we are not, like, it's gotta populate, so give it a minute.
Okay. I can give it more than a minute.
Hopefully it won't take much more than 1 minute.
10 minutes.
Oh my goodness, stop cursing me.
And we're live.
Alright, did we get the ping from the cult?
But
Inbound.
Yes, the cult has sent out its pings.
Really? I don't see it. Okay, fine.
Has it? It hasn't. The cult has not sent out its pings.
I think what you mean
Yeah.
is that
There hasn't been a whole bunch of ringing in my ear yet, so.
there's a ringing in my ear. And if I heard you, which I don't, I'm spoken
Oh, by the way,
I fear.
I just want to go on record saying that so I was reading about how hard it is to like do all the technical stuff that Drenda does, Zelda does. So I just want to say thank you very much for being awesome.
Thanks. What do you mean by technical stuff?
Streaming, videoing, audio editing, all that stuff.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so I just want to say thank you for being awesome.
Thanks. I don't do any video editing though because I'm lazy bum. But the goal is to do video editing.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of
Whatever you
audio
are
editing,
doing, trust me, it's impressive.
it really is.
Yeah,
Speaking of audio editing, though, the YouTube people have requested more episodes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, live went out.
Okay. Hello, hello, hello! 'Tis I, Drone the Wizard, and you are watching the latest and greatest Thirsty Sword Lesbians episode. I'm live with all of our favorite lesbians. Say hi.
Hi, this is Vivian.
Hi, this is listening.
Hello, TG Gelden here.
And I'm everyone else.
Perfect. And we're gonna play some Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Does anyone want to summarize what happened previously? Previously on Avatar.
Yes, someone was called listening bad, and they feel bad now.
Yes.
And I won't say who it was, T.G. Gilden.
And cue the passive aggression.
But yes. Oh yeah, and we also discovered like 2 extra zones of like the bitter and the. But yeah. But really, listening is hurt. And T.G. Gilden should feel bad, and they don't, which is worse. Oh.
So
yeah.
I do think that either me or Fabian should notice that and do something about it because Gilden is apparently not noticing and doing things about it. So
I guarantee you, if Vivelda chastises me, it's going to get worse.
I'm not going to chastise you. I'm going to have a completely different conversation with you. Although making it worse does sound fun.
Making it worse is the appropriate thing, I think. It's
Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it.
Par for the course for Vivelda.
Wow, harsh.
I'll tell you what happened last time. I set up at least 2 different places for you guys to get PTSD, and you managed to miraculously not walk into those rooms.
Really? I feel like we were definitely attempting to do all the things. Okay, well, I'm sorry that we made good choices for once in our froggity lives.
We got to the top and the bottom of all of existence as we know it.
I was about to say, we found both ends of the world. The entire world.
We have explored the world.
One might even go so far as to describe it as bookending the world.
Wow. That sounds dangerous. I don't think I'd describe it like that.
And now we're exploring the multiverse.
Woo! Into the
Just saying, we're coming up on a crescendo real quick.
Yeah, so Gelden broke Listening Chaos's heart. Not that they would ever admit that that's what happened, but their not a boyfriend definitely hurt them and their feelings. Mighty Frog is first, and They also went up to the top of the world, wherein they stepped through a portal and found a rainbow door, and found an infinite gale, a dust vortex that consumes all, that is bitter like lemons. Vivian and I went all the way down to the tip-top bottom, the deep down bottom, and we found a thing. It's like a glass house. We found a glass house, and we're gonna go inside and throw some stones.
It is decidedly not lemon scented.
No.
We found a thing.
Also, on the side of bookkeeping that I have done perfectly, shut up. I have recolored the doors and written them all down, so they're concrete now.
Okay.
So above the top is the rainbow doors, and the only rainbow door you've managed to open thus far leads to the top.
Yes.
Next is the red doors, followed by yellow and green, and all of those doors seem to lead to the ancient facility. Same ancient facility. The doors that are underwater have been recolored to black, and the only door you've been able to open thus far leads to the big water. I think you were describing it as a glass house.
You said it was made
And
of blue
white-
glass. It's not transparent. We can't see through it, but it's like a thick, opaque blue glass.
And white metal.
And white metal.
It looks cool.
Because this is completely natural. Don't worry about it.
No one thought it was completely natural, but okay.
Yes. So those are the doors and their colors and where you think they go, officially.
Excellent.
I think we need more colors of metal in the world, in our world, in IRL.
Yeah.
We have the yellow one. We have a lot of gray ones. We have the orange one. We need some green, red, and
Well, copper gets green
metal.
after you leave it.
Look up bismuth.
Do you
Any
wear it?
any metal can be copper toned, gold, blue, green, purple, pink, and I can't remember the other color. Anyway, with the proper electrolysis measures, you can make metal almost any color.
I don't think bismuth is a metal. I think it's a crystal.
Bismuth is a metal that forms crystals.
So you're both
Sounds
correct.
Fake.
Welcome
It is
to
real.
the periodic table of elements.
Everything is a lie. It's also
Correct.
beautiful. I only knew it was rainbow because of, again, Steven Universe.
Everyone loves.
Everyone loves Steven Universe.
all I wanna see. All I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman.
A giant woman.
Absolutely.
All I wanna be.
Okay,
is the one who
that
gets
sound
to
was
be.
like low-key creepy until literally just now when it occurred to me that's what being trans is.
Steven Universe is an excellent trans metaphor on
I
lots of levels.
Yeah, I mean, the Stefani. That's jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, there's so much. My favorite show, man.
I
Favorite
like
show.
how the one straight relationship is still not straight.
Is it
Wait, what?
Greg and Rose?
No. Well, okay, that's fair.
That's a straight
No, but, like-
relationship.
I was talking about Stephen and Connie.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, there's
It's
Yes,
still not. I suppose classic is the way to say it. I don't know.
Steven's definitely queer. He's either GNC or trans man, depending on how you want to read him and his history.
He seems pretty. I think he's cis, but unafraid of.
yes.
He's cis but femme.
I would just say they're cis but healthy. That's what I would say.
Yeah, that's
They're
fair.
just they're cis but healthy. They're like, hey, I love someone and I want to spend my time with them, and I don't care about sharing even my own body with them, which is like a
You-
metaphor for healthy sex.
Do we have a letter to start today with.
No, I'm afraid I do not have a letter.
Negative.
Okay,
Today's
then.
episode was brought to you by the letter P.
Okay. P as in, come on.
Vivian.
I'm not gonna answer that because I have.
I know exactly what you're thinking. That's
I have a filthy mind, and this is kind of, sort of, not really a kid's show.
So,
this better not be a kid's show. You guys swear all the time.
Yeah.
I don't swear
We're allowed
nearly
to
as
swear on
much
TV.
as- What?
We're legally
Okay.
allowed to swear on TV.
You guys are around a glass table. Embedded in that glass table is the artifact of space.
Fab. Listening chaos is incredibly uncomfortably close to my head and is telling me to imagine being underwater and drowning with them. So I'm doing that to the best of my ability. And we're about to teleport us?
Yeah. I was about to go teleporting. To where was it teleporting? To the top or the bottom? I can't remember which
We
one.
teleport us to the bottom.
All right.
Space
So I'm
will
doing.
kindly inform you that you should not try teleporting in here. You should find somewhere else to try and teleport from.
Well, if I leave here, I go back to the bottom, so I'll see you soon.
There's
Oh.
also a door that leads to Flufftopia.
No.
Okay.
The only way out is through. Period.
Okay. I'll just be like, whatever. Then I guess I'm not gonna dance. So I guess I just read your mind for no reason.
Great, that makes me feel much better.
You're welcome.
Oh, you can still dance the two of us down there.
Well, if space thinks that it's not a good idea to dance here, I
Dance
guess
from
I'll.
within Space's house.
Yeah, I guess I'll take his advice to heart.
Of course, yeah. But do you want to head out the door to Flufftopia and just dance from there? Or do you want to go back to where we was?
Let's go to Dancetopia. I mean, sorry,
Alright.
to Flufftopia.
All right. Well, lead the way. I'll get the door for you.
Okay, we'll see you underwater.
All right, so yeah, let's exit to Flufftopia.
Okay, they leave,
All right.
and I just kind of like watch them go through the door and wait for a little bit to make sure they don't come back in like 7 times, like Mighty Frog, like Gildan did. And then I look at Vivian and I'm like, was he acting weird to you?
As compared to what?
Yeah, this is a good point.
He's always acting weird.
I feel like he was acting more weird. Listening, I mean. But
Yeah, he's distracted.
I don't know, you're right, I'm probably overthinking things. Let's go back. These
Okay.
are your crumbs of affection. Okay, so we'll head back to the big, like the airlock we were in.
You were just outside the airlock.
I thought we
On
were
the
in the
inside?
airlock and the water was draining.
No, I think you got inside.
We
Yeah,
did.
you had got inside, and yeah, you were exploring around when we called you back.
Okay.
We got into the first room, and that's when Space is like, "Hey, you guys are screwed."
Okay, we'll go there and we'll wait for listening chaos.
Okay, you will notice, and it's probably not a big deal, you will notice that when you were picturing this earlier, you may have left out a few doors, and you don't know what that's going to do.
What do you mean by left out a few doors?
You are creating a mental image of this place in your head.
Oh,
and
it
there's
was
a door
mildly
there.
inaccurate.
You didn't picture it. It's fine. It's probably not a big deal.
Okay. Well, sorry.
I'm
All
not.
right. Listening, do your thing.
All right. So I'm going to use the image that's inside of Velda's head and of the below, and I'm going to say, "All right, follow my lead," and I'm going to like just look at you really like stuck for a while and be like, "So we have to dance together."
Well, I mean, you did buy me dinner, so I owe you at least a dance, huh?
I'm going to laugh and be, okay, yeah. So dancing's fun, so it shouldn't be too hard. Just follow my lead.
All right. I'm gonna have to touch you. You told me to ask you before I touched you again, so I'm gonna have to touch you. Is that all right?
Yeah, I guess we have to. So, yeah, let's do this. Oh man, usually dancing comes really naturally to me. Oh man, what kind of dance should we do?
The dance. There's the one dance.
That you can do any kind of dancing, we said last time.
Oh, okay,
No, no,
fine.
Twerk and tango.
I'm being nervous.
Okay. Okay.
I was objecting to the DM's clarification and allowing me to continue role playing, please.
This is like I don't know. I don't remember what dance. What kind of dance do you like?
I'm partial to a good tango, maybe a promenade myself.
Oh,
Yes.
those are really
Yes.
intense dances. Oh man, I'm actually feeling kind of sick. Can we take a break?
I suppose. I mean, all in your time.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't take too much time. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, let's do the tango. No, the tango's too much. Let's do the promenade. Let's do that. Okay. I'm going to approach TG and then kind of just go stiff and then say maybe I can't dance with you. Not right now. Oh. Crap.
It's all right. I understand. I can call in Vivelda and have us set up a door down there if you want me to.
That's a waste of resources. Okay, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to close my eyes, and then you're going to hold my hands, and then I'm going to pretend you're anyone else. How's that?
All right. So I grab onto their hands and lock into my frame, just strictly business dancing sort of thing. And when I'm ready, when you are.
Okay. Then I'm going to do a Listening's going to do a really like kind of stiff dance. But it's still a dance. It's like the most by the book, like learning the equivalent of learning to waltz as a 6-year-old, but it's still technically dancing. So I got to roll now. Yes. All right, let's do this. Six, 10. So it's good.
Okay then. You and a small number of others who dance with you arrive at the distant location of your choice.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna arrive at the mental image that was inside of Velda's head, and hopefully show up there right on time and with them.
So, you do appear like what's the word? Becoming solid again takes a bit of extra time, but it really isn't that big. Reconstituting yourself.
Okay. So then, when we arrive, as soon as like I feel like the air has changed, I'm gonna like just let go of TG's hands and say, "Okay, we're here. This looks about right."
Thank you very much. And then I like kind of double over, like put my hands on my knees and like, God, I hate magic.
This
Drink.
is some dusty air.
Do you think? Wait, it's dusty air. Oh, okay.
Well, not necessarily dusty, but like musty. Like it's not unclean, but no one's been here.
It's old. Old air.
So I'm just gonna say, so you hate magic? You think magic is bad too?
Magic has been a lot of trouble in my life. I can hope you understand that. It's not the user, it's the practice.
Some people are all magic, So definitely follows a trend here.
Look, friend, you're gonna be like this all day.
Are they like standing right in front of us?
Yep. Actually, for a moment there, they were standing on top of you, but I presume you moved.
I'm assuming this is like in Genshin when someone clips into your world and they're like standing on top of you for a minute.
Yes and no. The image you provided listening was exactly of your current location, so...
See, I'm so good at this.
Yeah.
Very clear ranged. But
So,
I'm gonna
as they're
say,
having this conversation, I just like look over at Fibian and I'm like, I was right.
Well, I ship it.
I look over at Phoebe. Nah, don't start with that.
There's nothing to ship. They're trying to kill each other.
yeah, there's nothing to ship because clearly I'm not good enough and I'm bad. Magic is bad and I'm bad.
All right, you
Whatever.
want to do this right now? Let's do this. Have it out. Use your words.
Vilda actually looks really contemplative, like she's trying to, like, she's like, oh yeah, actually that does seem like a romantic relationship.
I do not love her. I hate her. At your age, Johnny, they're practically the same thing.
I look over at Vivilda. I was like, look, if they were trying to kill me, they'd have left me in the ether spot we just came through.
Yeah,
You're right.
I don't want to kill him. I don't want to hurt him. I'm just upset that he thinks that I'm bad. That's all. It just doesn't make any sense.
That is not what I said.
You said it. It was in the picture. You said the picture was the bad one, and then you said magic is bad, and like it's just like a trend. You just don't like anything that like is a part of me, which is, I mean, I get it. Whatever, you're entitled to your opinion, but like it's, I can't change me. I like being me.
I didn't ask you to change you.
It's important to be me, but I also want to be liked for being me. I'm a good person. I do the important things that no one else is willing to do. And
I've had that picture in my gala for years now. For solar cycles, I've had it sitting there. We don't even know if it's you. It's a picture of a couple of snakes. All right.
Like who else could it be?
I don't know. Some other crazy snake something.
You think there's other crazy snakes out?
Well, obviously there's at least two.
Well, I'm gonna pause and just like think, and then I'm gonna be like, I don't know. It's just like maybe I'm just reaching. It's just really hard because this is why I don't like feeling good because it's just hard. I gotta sustain myself. I gotta build myself up so that I can be strong because I have this image of me and then and it's really important. And every so often, someone gets through it, and then I feel myself really wanting to lean on them and to share the burden of just a long, difficult life.
All right,
I'm
so
sorry.
I stand up straight, and my voice kind of lowers to a more calm tone, and I look down at you and I say, "Look, I'm not at liberty to tell you how you should be feeling, but I can tell you how I feel. You are a good person. You've always been good to me. We don't have any bad blood here between us. That picture up on there, it's just a picture. I don't know what it means, and quite frankly, neither do you. It's just a picture. And how I feel about that picture does not necessarily reflect how I feel about you, and how I feel about magic specifically. I mean, I hate all magic. Vivelda's crazy magic. Fibian's got some weird stuff sending in the portals and stuff, and it all confuses me. I'm not used to it. I don't like it. I don't like how magic makes me feel, and the dancing thing just makes it worse because then I get vertigo.
Vivelda leans forward, like her hands on her chin, and she's like, "So how do you feel about listening chaos?"
Don't start with me, Pip. I swear to God, I will shove you in the closest closet.
I open my eyes really big, and I'm looking directly at you. Zero flinching.
Okay, look. Okay, that's enough of this. This is enough. We have work to do. I forgot what it is because I'm just feeling not very good right now. But we have stuff to do. It's not TG's fault. It's mine because I was weak. I didn't know. I'm gonna just walk. I'm gonna walk.
I would like to roll for the speech that I just made. I would like to roll for what's it called?
Emotional support.
That's the one.
You're welcome to try. Do you have a string on listening chaos you'd like to spend? Sorry, I'm not the DM. I'll shut up.
I do not have a string on listening chaos. What is the defining marker for that? Is it heart?
A heart or spirit.
Oh, 0 and both. Way to go. I suck at this.
How do PCs get strings on each other? Do they just give them to them?
Moves. If I try to rescue someone with my Defy Disaster move, I get strings on them.
Okay.
It's a mixed beat. 8.
Okay, so with a 7 to 9, I am going to go on a limb here and say that listening chaos does not open up to you. So it doesn't really matter.
Well, no. Listening chaos, do you open up?
It depends. Are they going to say anything else, or is it going to stay at the same level?
Well, I made my speech and then I, hissed at
Made the
Vivelda as I
roll.
often do, and then I made the roll, which I imagine is a heartfelt speech in and of itself.
I'm going to continue needling you. I'm going to say, well, but you don't hate them, and you don't think they're evil. So what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like that's not going to change anything.
I
mean,
think
I'm sure
that I've
it
known
is
a lot
what it felt, but I think right now, listening feels like guilty, and you saying everything is fine doesn't fix that.
Yeah.
Fair.
Are you smitten with listening chaos?
No.
As a neutral statement, you do not have to be romantically smitten with people in order to be smitten with them.
I am not. I have known a lot of you for 3 days.
Anyway. Okay, so nothing happens as a mechanical result. Yeah, so listening chaos is storming off. What's our environment look like?
Listening
I would
chaos
like the record-
appears to be going down one of the 2 hallway branches. There's another hallway branch, and there's I'd say maybe a total of 5 doors you can see. None of them along the wall that the airlock is on.
I would like to look down at my shoes and kind of kick a pebble across the road and say, let the record show that I have tried, and then I will follow listening chaos.
There is no pebble. This place is remarkably clean.
You kick the floor. You're 2 steps out of earshot, and I lean over to Fibian, and I'm like, okay, do you want Gelden or Chaos? Do you want Gelden or listening?
Didn't they both go the same way?
I am asking Fibian this question.
Okay then. Fibian is muted. Fibian, are you aware you're muted?
Um. Fib? I guess I could do something else.
I don't
Okay.
know. Hey, listening. Do you at any
Mhm.
point decide to alter your current path wherever your legs happen to be taking you?
I'm
Like
not
any
going far.
door?
I'm just like making some. So listening is like sad because they know that what they want, they're not going to get it from TG or anyone for that matter, and so they just need to like collect themselves like they usually would and bottle things up. So they're not going far. They're just not looking at anybody, so that way they can stuff their emotions to the bottom of their heart.
The entire path is the entire group is following you.
Okay,
So-
so I'm going to tell Fibian. I'm making an executive decision, probably because Fibian has no idea what I want. And I'm going to grab Fibian. I'm going to be like, okay, you need to go talk to Listening Chaos. They feel terrible. Go. And I, like, push her that way. And then I run up and I grab Geldin by his, like, trunk handle.
Trunk handle. Like some kind of suitcase.
Sorry, I missed that. What'd you say?
I'm running up and grabbing you by the nearest thing, which is your incredible butt. I'm grabbing your butt.
I believe you have a saddle on your, so it actually has stuff to grab.
Oh, good. I'll just grab the saddle horn and, like, pull. So you have to
With
pay
a
attention to me.
startle, I reach down to to Hugh, and then notice it's Viveld, and I was like, "We ain't gonna brawl in a glass house, is we?"
Hey, I just want to talk.
All right, I'll talk.
What are you even doing?
Trudging through a subterranean fortress with a band of ne'er-do-wells.
Why?
Honestly, because I have nothing better to do.
Vilda is really startled by that answer. You don't have anything to do in the above?
Well, my job is supposed to be over. I did what I was supposed to do.
So what, they were just going to discard you?
No, they was gonna set me free, and then the rabbit thing came down. I don't even know what to think about that, but they sure as hell ain't no monster, so I'm conflicted about that. And
Set you free from what?
from service, I was supposed to go live my life. I have more money than I could ever imagine to use, my own nice big house. I just live, find my own stuff to do, and when I got there, it's just, I don't know, inner peace is kind of boring.
So you're following us. Because you want to.
What you mean?
I mean, that a decision to go home makes sense. And that's not what you're doing. Why are you here?
Because good people need saving.
Can't you do that as T.G. Geldin, Golden Child?
I'm sure I coulda. Me and the rest of the Geldins, life is easier for us. We're up there on our ivory towers, up in our clouds, eating every day, taking in the sun when we can, going out on missions for glory, not purpose. And when they sent me down here, my initial response was, why? You know, the monsters are down here, and like, sure, it's good for glory and stuff like that. But then when I got to know all you people, to see your cities and notice what style of poverty you live in, it doesn't sit right with me. This is how we treat monsters, and y'all ain't monsters. Well, maybe you're a monster.
How many times have you gotten into a fist fight on your ivory tower over the things we've been fighting over?
Not enough. Not nearly enough. We really shoulda.
Look, I can't tell you what to do about your relationship with Listening Chaos.
I ain't got no relationship with Listening Chaos.
Yeah, I think that's the
They're-
problem.
They're good friends. My heart belongs to something else.
Yeah, well, they sure sound like me.
What you mean?
Vivalda suddenly looks like vulnerable, like she's been like interrogating you like very intently, and now she's like looking off in the distance and is like, I don't want to talk about myself. With Gathriel, I'm never good enough. And they sound like me, how I feel about her. So I think that maybe they feel something about you.
And maybe they do. I don't know that necessarily. That my job is talking to people. I can make hollow promises all day long, but this is a whole nother deal entirely. I don't know how to handle this.
I don't know either. But maybe you should think about what you want and why you're here. And if you care about us, if you care about what we're doing, or if we're just another entertainment for you to spin your wheels on.
Yeah, listen here, Buck. And I get down, more to your level. I kind of hunch down so that we're eye to eye. You people are crazy and chaotic and cause me daily pain. I have been through every crazy part of the world that I didn't know about with you guys in just the past 7 cycles.
You're welcome.
Like, your world is nuts, and you're full of shit if you think for 1 second that I'm not here because I want to be.
Then maybe you should tell that to Listening.
I tried. Talking to that one sometimes, for something so malleable, you'd never expect them to brick up like they do.
Well, I can't say I understand them any better. They're a weird one.
Well, so are the rest of you. Y'all fit in together. But I guess weird is a subjective term down here. Everything's weird for me, and I'm from up top,
We're alive. That's the only term that matters.
I happen to agree. See, you do have a heart, and I slug you in the arm.
I am not... No. Shut up.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Oh, shut up. I'm storming off now. I finished the thing I wanted to say, and I'm leaving. Because I don't care.
Goody goody, 1 or 2.
What?
1 or 2. Or into a doorway.
Well, in just a minute, I would like to roll emotional support.
To TG?
Yeah, I guess.
That's fair.
I don't know, TG, does that feel like emotional support?
It does feel like emotional support, but I really don't need any emotional support.
Who cares? You can have an XP then.
Awesome.
Heart or spirit, so I get a +2.
I think you can also gather strings this way, can't you?
You can gather. Well, I can gather strings this way if I roll a +10, which I did not. Unless, hey, can I use my +1 forward on this?
Where was the forward coming from?
Are you locked out?
What?
Okay, give me 2 minutes. My child locked the rest of my family out of the house, so just a moment. The +1 was from negotiating with change.
Oh.
Please, I want to reduce my conditions, and then I won't have a +1 forward to bother you about.
Fine.
Yay! I'm gonna drop a condition. So TG, you can choose
If TG agrees that
that they opened.
he opened up.
I'm gonna go let my family in. I'll be right back. You guys math that.
Okay.
I'm clearing a condition.
TG, did opening up happen on your hand?
It did.
Okay then. You may mark an XP, get +1 forward, gain insight about an obstacle facing you. And you can't clear a condition because you already said you don't have any.
I will take an XP.
Okay. No one ever wants my suggestions. That's fine.
It's because your
I take-
suggestion so far has made very little sense.
Fibian,
Yes.
you have been assigned to go make listening chaos feel better. Do you, and if so, how do you approach this assignment?
Okay. I go after listening chaos, and I am like, hey, do you want to talk about this?
Sure, why not? Okay.
So I'm not very good with all this love and feelings stuff. I mean, I have feelings, but they're scary, and I usually run from them, and that seems to be what you're doing. And I mean, you're welcome to, join my proverbial boat, but I don't know, I was thinking maybe, I don't know, it feels bad, and it's always sad, and I I want you to know that I'm here to listen if you want to vent or something.
Come here. And then I'm gonna just reach out to you and just wrap my arms around you and pull you close. And then I'm just going to squeeze you affectionately and then say, I'm not feeling love or anything. It's something else.
Vivian's blushing really hard.
So I'm gonna be and I'm just gonna just gently rub your head and I'm gonna become warm just to make you feel as comfortable as possible. And then I'm gonna say it's not love that I'm feeling. it's something else. It's I guess the best way to describe it, and I'm going to sound like a jerk for saying this, is that the desire to be vulnerable and like what I'm doing to you right now. I kind of wish someone would do this for me. Like a part of me deep down inside wants someone to love me just like this, just pure, simple, clean affection, and it's like something I know I can't tell myself that. Like this to me is very easy and very good. Like I love you. I love all of you so much. And that's the easy part. Loving is so easy. But being loved scares the hell out of me. And even scarier than that is putting myself in a situation where I could want it from someone else. And in a way, I'm just mad at TG because they're doing exactly what I want. Like here in my brain or whatever it is that I have. But it's probably not what I need. So I'm confused and I know, but it's just hard. You don't mind you don't mind that I'm hugging you, do you?
No, that's fine. I I guess I put out my arms and hug, listening,
Mm-hmm.
and say like
You don't have to do it back. Don't worry about that. Let me just love on you for a second. This feels easier. This feels easier. I'm just like,
I'm sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable.
no, it's okay. I think this is just what I needed, just to be able to hug somebody else and just forget about me for a minute.
I know that we all fight like cats and dogs, but I feel like deep inside, like everyone kind of has respect for one another, like in a crude, broken kind of way, but like I I can't promise you that you won't get hurt, but I think the people in this party have
A
What-
rather long string of serious attachment issues. Sorry, continue.
That too.
I think we could all benefit from just some kind of I don't know, unconditional. I don't know about love. I don't know what love is really, but like we could be there for each other. We can you know, you're making me feel really good, and it would be nice you know, if we could all feel that. And I think that you you you're scared that being loved by someone else is gonna turn out badly, and that it, I don't know if it's what you need, but it might. I don't know.
So-
I think if what?
No, go on. I'm listening.
Oh,
We know.
That's what I was thinking too.
Beat me by that much.
I've mind. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say it, but then I was like, nope, in character.
you sounded like you were afraid that allowing yourself to be loved would cause you to, I don't know, not act the way you. I I don't know. I feel like it would be good for you. I think, if you've had bad experiences in the past, maybe with practice it could be better. And I don't know about Vivalda, but Gelden seems to really respect you. Uh he he, he seems kind of a little bit stubborn about things, and he doesn't know your thoughts, but I just feel uh he might be someone to I don't know, that yes.
A wild Vivelda has entered the chat.
I am going to roll spirit, and if I get it, then I'm going to say the thing you said. Eight, 9, 10.
So I actually didn't hear what Velda said. What'd they say? Mm.
I believe that was a 10 on emotional support. Listening chaos, do you open up?
Yeah, I will be emotionally supported since they actually gave a damn. Yeah, but no, I'm gonna kind of stroke your head and be like, I know you're right. Um, I know that you're right. It's just do you know when you're when you're raising a garden and you're taking care of the soil and the flowers and everything, and and you're cultivating the land, and you're watching it like blossom. And you know that experience?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, like, so imagine, I mean, maybe it works this way for you. I'm not exactly, I've never been into plants. But, like, imagine if all the plants, right, had their own little stories and their own voices, and they were all talking to each other, and you could hear them, right? You could hear all their stories, all their dreams, all their accomplishments and aspirations, and then come come the next day, they were all gone, never to come back again. And sure, the new flowers that pop up, they look similar and they smell similar, and you take the same kind of delight from each of them, but you remember all the other flowers that have passed over and over and over again. So maybe in the beginning you were tempted to have favorites. Maybe in the beginning, you took one flower by the stem and put it behind your ear, and you were like, this is beautiful. This is gonna be my favorite. And then you know what? It still died. And then it happens over and over again until you realize that the flowers themselves are beautiful, but it's painful to have a favorite. It's painful to pick one out and say, this is my flower. This is the one that I want to keep close to me. This is the one I want to wear in my hair. So I think it's like that. But every day you go out to tend your garden, the entire landscape has changed. There are no more roses, no more tulips. Now there's daffodils. Now there's rhododendrons. Now there's lilacs. But you remember that not too long ago you picked that one, but now it's gone. This is not anyone's problem but my own, and I don't even know if it is a problem. But thank you for letting me hug you. I really appreciate it.
I just think that even if you don't have a favorite flower, planting more flowers brings me joy. See them. And maybe it's a fleeting joy. But then the next time they compost and make the next flowers even better. I don't know if that's a good metaphor, but like I feel like we could all benefit from a giant group hug or something. If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Did you
I
just
don't
walk in
think
on us?
Vivian has properly learned that yet.
Did you did you just walk in on us, huh, Vivalda? Is this Vivalda walking in
No,
being
no, that was Dorenda's voice helping providing emotional support to the audience, I think.
Or
sounds like
It was
it's like
Fabian's
a
patron
Dorenda.
deity providing divine assistance.
sounds very convenient for a okay.
I
Very
feel I
convenient.
feel like Durando would say that if you uh
The odd and mysterious god Drendo, praise be.
So praised.
I don't remember what she said. Something about suffering anyways.
Mhm. Being afraid of loving now because of pain later.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true, but I want it to be true. And why not give it a try?
You know, Fabian, don't tell Vivelda this, but you're my favorite.
You're
But
my favorite flower.
yes, you're my favorite flower. But I think it's because I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. But like you don't go out into the garden expecting your flowers to hug you back. You know, you talk to them. They don't talk back to you. It's a one-way
Well, they
relationship.
don't talk back to you.
Okay, that's fair. That's
You're
very
the only one in this party with a flower that doesn't speak to them.
okay.
I could take an ability that would let you.
Well, I think. Well, I mean, what I mean to say is, I think that you know what it's like to pour your love and affection on something else that's more fragile and more ephemeral, and to value it because it's beautiful and because it's temporary, and I think that you know what it's like for me. I think the difference though is that a part of me feels like after watching my garden grow and pass so many times, part of me is like, I want to say, died inside, and with each generation of flowers, and it'll take a long time, I think, for a particular example to allow me to have that reciprocal relationship that you can have with your flowers. It's so no, I'm not looking for love, and no, I'm not really looking for anyone to make me feel good or valued. Um, it's a hundred, it's a thousand cycles too early for that. Um, but I think a part of me still yearns for it, and it was like it kind of just like woke up for a second and threw everything else out of whack, almost if it was saying, "Hey, I'm here and I'm awake and I forgot what it feels like to feel this way." And then I kind of said, "Hey, there's nothing for you to root onto, and it doesn't want to go back to sleep." And so it'll pass. It's not going to change anything. I'm not going to lose my mind over this. I'll get better. Just, but you know, sometimes, yeah, it's like eating your favorite flavor of ice cream after like not having it after 10 years, and you're like, "Oh, I forgot how good this is."
What's ice
Um,
cream?
oh, sorry. Um,
Like, as if TG Galvin does not know what ice cream tastes like.
Most people
so,
stick with just their nose, for the record.
so I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be like, it's like this delicious thing. But anyway, it's like eating your favorite thing, and after not having it for a very, very long time, and then you have like the nostalgia of having eaten it, and you're like, why don't I have this more often? And then you remember that, oh yeah, because it wasn't available. Uh, it's it's bittersweet. You remember all the times where you've tasted it before, and how each time was super important to you and remains vivid in your memory. and that you just don't have the option most of the times. Yeah, that's all. I'll get over this. I'll
Well,
get over this sooner than later.
I'll be waiting for when you're ready, and I don't know for sure, but I think the others will too.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Now someone's listening to you.
Mm-hmm. All right, then
Yeah.
I'll like release you from my hug, and let you get up if you want to. Otherwise, I'm just gonna like stay there and continue petting you.
I usually turn away from relationships. I act like I never really like someone, but like I always feel like I'll get over it. Like
I
it's
remember,
easier.
I remember seeing that before with the librarian, right?
Being plush is even harder.
I remember that. That was cute.
uh yeah. But I'm always worried I'm gonna mismanage it. And then it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna turn out badly.
Yeah, we're so similar. See?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like squeeze you tight and be like so similar. Yeah, you get it. You get
Yeah.
it. We're both fine. We'll be fine. We both know that like it's okay. It's okay to be lonely, and it's okay to just have your little passing diversions. You don't need a special someone to feel good. You know, just put more good out into the world than you take. That's all. Right?
Yeah. It's easy to feel like my worth depends on if other people like me.
I like you. Don't you worry about it. I like you.
Thank you. And maybe I'll try not to hide as much and disappear into my books and plants every
Let me
time things get too hard.
let me tell you something, Fabian, and I'm going to tell you this from experience. Like, I might be afraid to love someone, but honestly, I have loved lots and deeply and painfully, and it's always been wonderful until it wasn't. And I think you should let yourself fall in love whenever you can, because it's always worth it. I know I sound like a hypocrite right now.
Hypocrite.
But
Hypocrite.
I'm trying to think of words to say this without being cliched. So, and then you screaming hypocrite does not help. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna be really cliched right now, but I'm gonna say that it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved before, and that's because um, there's all kinds of ways to feel good, and sometimes you don't even know how much you're yearning for something because you've never experienced it. And so, yeah, maybe I'm afraid to feel that way again, but I felt it. I felt it hard over and over again. And each time it was beautiful. But you know what? Even if I'm afraid to do it again now, I can still sustain myself on the memory of all the really good, wonderful experiences I had before. So what I'm saying is like, let yourself feel um now, especially if you haven't let yourself do it before. Let it course through you. Have your favorite flavor of ice cream, at least for the first time, and
What's
enjoy
ice
it a second.
cream?
I keep saying ice cream. Sorry. Um. Hmm. Pie. There we go. I made
Pie.
pie. You've had pie before. Yes.
That
So
was
let
good
yourself
pie.
exactly let yourself have your favorite flavor of pie and have it as many times as you can while you can. And then, after pie breaks your heart, maybe you say you don't want pie. Maybe you're more careful about what kind of pie you eat from then on. But you should definitely have pie. And you should definitely enjoy pie. And you should definitely, if you have to be afraid of pie, it's because you know how good it is, not because you're afraid of experiencing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll try eating some pie, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe I can make pie right now, actually. Do we have the stuff for making pie? I'm going to look around really quickly.
Okay. So that whole thing where you're just kind of walking and you know that you're following the person ahead of you, but no one's entirely sure where the person ahead of you is going. That's happening. Well, that's fair. But like the center point of the group, however wide the group is, the center point of the group is progressing
I'm sorry, I was
down.
muted in the chat. Because I am good at this. What I was just saying out loud is what I sent into the text. My main goal here is to prevent TG from eavesdropping, and we need to know where we're going now that we have a place to go. Sorry, chat.
Listening chaos, whether you were aware of it or not, your legs appear to have been carrying you somewhere. You appear to have gone several layers deeper into the facility at this point.
Okay. I'm cool with it.
Up to and including one of the glass doors, but this one isn't opaque blue. Is opaque the right word? Is opaque see-through or not see-through?
No, 100%.
Not see-through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of an opaque blue, this one is an opaque gold.
Hang on. Carry on. My husband stole my water and then left, knowing perfectly well that I can't just get up. Jerk.
This one is opaque gold and has a very distinct blue door frame that some of you, the type of door frame that you guys will recognize.
Do you want to open it? I'm looking.
How are you going to do that?
There's no doorknob.
Nope.
Where do we recognize the blue door from?
Just a frame.
Smooth glass golden door, like all the other doors you've walked through. And theoretically, triggering the door frame is a different thing that will take you to a different place, because that's how the colored doors work.
Yes.
The colored frames work.
Can we explore here first before we
Okay.
go through the door?
15? Well, I believe you're currently lost in here at the point, so exploring's really your only option.
Okay, I'll let Vivalda take lead here.
Fab! I would like to systemically examine this place, starting from wherever we are, I guess. So, like,
you guys still haven't discovered any means by which you might want to open doors.
How many doors
what exactly
are all
do you
of the
intend
doors
to do?
glowing?
Yes and no. All of the blue glass appears to have like a faint light in it. To the point where the hallway's pretty well lit up. It's not bright, but it's pretty well lit up, and the doors appear to be the only source of light.
Okay, so there are doors all down this hallway, but all of them are glowing and
Yes.
blue and magic.
Yes.
Okay, so can we attempt to find the centermost location?
By what means?
So we've been walking for a little bit, and I would like to have actually been paying attention to where we've been going and not just, like, wandering around in a miserable stupor because I'm not actually miserable. Shockingly.
Are you sure about that?
So I would like to have paid attention to where we are going and which direction we're going.
Okay. I mean, I know how much attention emotional support takes up. Go ahead.
Well, I was standing still near the airlock. So we're standing still near the airlock. We headed down a hallway that was straight down. Have we come to the end of that?
You have turned down the same hallway at least 3 times.
Okay, so do I think we've gone into, like, a square?
The hallways don't usually end in right angles, but they do usually end in forks.
It's not a circle. It's a freaky circle.
It's a freaking maze. Okay. Does anyone have experience with mazes?
Yeah.
Okay, what should we do?
Experience.
You keep your hand on the wall.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, go ahead.
No, we can do that. I was just gonna get tall and look at it from a higher vantage point.
There happens to be a roof on this facility.
Oh, okay.
I can fix
So-
that.
Usually for mazes, I kind of cheat. So,
Please don't. There's tainted water out there, and I like being able to breathe.
Yeah.
Both of which sound overrated. You should poke a hole in the roof.
Shut up, change.
Okay. So
Wait.
there's
Yes.
So here's the thing. So hearing is pretty interesting. In a maze, if we're singing, we can find each other pretty quickly.
If we're singing?
If we split up and we're singing, we can find each other pretty quickly.
Okay.
Because when you hear someone's voice bouncing around inside of an enclosed space, you can kind of feel where the voice is coming from, even if there's like multiple paths. So one choice we have is we can split up, and just, or maybe our most vocal and musically talented member, wink wink, can kind of go off on their own, and if we find anything, we can find them right away.
I might have a problem with that. Dungeon crawling 101, you never split the party. If one of us gets up and hung up in trouble, we're going to have a whole big mess on our hands.
Don't know what ice cream is, but know what a dungeon is.
What's ice
Well,
cream?
we have dungeons in this world.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally Adventuring 101. Find your way into the abandoned facility. Dun dun dun. That's
Okay.
all.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, don't split the party. Okay.
We could do pairs.
Sure. Okay, then in that case, let's do Phoebian's thing. Let's
As long as we don't open any doors, there shouldn't be anything dangerous in here. Have we heard anything?
Nope.
Space said there was something dangerous in here.
Okay.
That's true.
Alright. Let's put our hands on the door and explore slowly then. Like peasants.
Okay. What do you do when you come across what you presume is a doorway? Do you just slide your hand over that?
Yes. Because that's what
Okay.
Phoebian said to do.
Does your hand currently have anything in it?
No, not the hand I'm putting on the wall. My sword is in the other hand. Actually, my sword is probably sheathed.
Okay.
Does it just open? Just touching it opened it?
I'm going to say that your sheathed sword is definitely turned off because it's sheathed, and is in no way responsible for your hand getting stuck to the door.
Great. I don't
This
think
isn't the golden door, it's just some rando door nearby.
I'm like walking and then I just stop suddenly and I almost fall over my own feet and then I like tug a little bit and I'm like, what?
The entire surface of the door is slightly less reflective and now very adhesive.
Damn it. So I have a move that says listen and learn. When you ask someone what you should do in an unfamiliar situation, if you follow their advice, take +1 forward and clear a condition. So I'd like to clear another condition, please.
I thought you were clear of condition. Okay, sure.
Are you kidding me? I had 3 before the beginning of this session. I was down to 2, and then that one attacked me out of nowhere and forced a condition on me, so I was back up to 3, and I'm trying to do better here.
Poor Vivelda.
Yeah.
always under
pain.
It's almost as if the Vivelda's doing something to constantly be attacked. It's weird.
Yeah, hanging out with you guys.
It's like just something Vivelda does.
How does anyone else react to the fact that Vivelda's now glued to this door?
I'm in a pretty good
guess
mood. I'm gonna be supportive and be like, "Hey, you need some help there?"
I guess.
I'm going to look at the door and then at Vivelda, the back of the door, the back of the Vivelda. Yeah, I told you them sticky fingers of yours is going to get you in trouble.
How dare. Get out.
All right, so
Swim to shore. Sorry, what?
I'm gonna see what type of adhesive is keeping them stuck.
Do you touch it?
No, because I'm trying to examine it at first. Visual examination.
It is glossy and blue and glows a little and might have been mistaken for glass if you didn't see your friend stuck to it. And that's basically all there is visually.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use my sword to shine light on it. Does it change underneath the light?
No, it is the light source. So
Oh, is the door is the light source?
Yeah,
Yes,
all the walls here glow.
all the doors here glow.
Which is most
Okay.
of the wall.
All right. Well, in that case, then I'm going to. What's in my pack? I didn't really specify what's in my pack, but I'm assuming it's standard adventuring gear.
That makes sense. Along with
So-
like some listening specific paraphernalia, like I imagine you have ingredients to cook.
Yeah. Well, they're not like standard ingredients. It's more like the basic stuff that's like pseudo ingredients. But like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see if I got like a the equivalent of a pry bar or a stick, and like kind of wedge it in between Vivelda and the liquid door to see if that can lever them out of it.
You don't successfully get it in between Vivelda and the door, or at least not Vivelda's stuck hand, but you do successfully get it stuck.
Okay, so it's stuck. Okay. Next thing.
Answers one question.
So it is sticky. Whatever it is that you're stuck to. So that's good and bad. Next, we can't use force to separate you probably. Try to yank yourself as hard as possible. I'll help.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Well, we're gonna try like medium force. If it hurts, then we'll stop.
Okay, so do you do like that whole wind up and then pull thing where you like get close and then lurch back as fast as possible?
No, we're doing gradual,
It's a
like
trap.
like being pulled out of quicksand kind of pull, where it's just like
okay.
so like gently increasing the amount of pressure. So like gradually increasing the amount of pressure, and see if.
Side note: while you're doing this, your pry bar makes a clink as it falls to the floor.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what? It just got bored?
It's what?
If that doesn't distract you long enough to stop whatever you're doing,
Probably.
then
The pry bar is
Vivelda
not.
does slowly, like I'm talking over the course of like 5 minutes, get pulled off
Okay.
the door.
Okay.
It does not hurt more than it is actually effective.
Uh,
Okay.
it's a bit awkward.
See there, good as new. See,
Sure.
I'm gonna-
Thanks.
I'm gonna pat you on the head in clearly better mood than before. And then pick up my pry bar, and then put it back in my pack.
I say thanks, but I scowl at the head pat.
Vivelda, you do not have any residue sticky stuff on you.
Oh, good. That would have been annoying.
I wonder why that stuff sticks. You know what? Okay, it took about 5 minutes for you to get unstuck. I want to see what happened if I get stuck to it, and then you can laugh at me later. I'm gonna like
I'm gonna laugh at you now.
so I'm gonna put my hand on it. And does it get stuck?
Yes.
Haha.
Okay.
It feels
Then-
funny.
Can I move my hand across the surface, or is it stuck in one place?
Moves across the surface easier than it was to pull Vivelda off it, but not easily.
Okay. So it's like, so that's interesting. So it's easier to move across the surface than it is to pull away. That's kind of like, well, it's going to sound weird, but like water molecules, or like oil, or something else like
Surface
that.
tension.
Well, what
Sort
if you
of.
relax? What does that do?
Huh?
What if you relax? The crowbar wasn't doing any fighting. What if you just
Yeah.
stop fighting?
Well, yeah, like, yeah, I think I want to say it's more like an adherence thing. So yeah, let's see what happens if I just completely relax. So I'm gonna completely relax my hand, and then after like a certain period of time, I'm gonna like pull on it a little bit. Does the stickiness
You
change?
relax your hand. How far away is your shoulder from the door when you relax your hand?
Well, I'm assuming
Is it like a
Um,
full arm's length? Is it like just kind of nearby, so your arm doesn't have to be perfectly straight. What is it?
I want to say it's bent arm distance.
Okay. As you relax your hand, and maybe you catch it quite fast, your arm falls through freely to the point where it gets deeper.
Wait, as I relax my hand, my arm goes through the door?
Yes, as you relax your hand falls deeper into the doorway.
So it's like pulling me in?
Yes and no. It's not pulling you in, but like
So it
your
like
relaxed
suddenly
hand
stops
ended
becoming
up deeper in
solid.
it.
Like it stops becoming solid almost.
Yeah.
Okay. Something that's interesting.
But as your hand like goes to fall out, it stops.
I'm gonna experiment because I think, as Vivaldo likes to say all the time, I'm the best candidate for experimenting or getting lost, and
You
so
are.
so I will see you guys in a few. And then I'm gonna like just fall into the door.
Okay, aside from the fact that it takes you a bit to get your ankles through, you are now in a room.
Okay. What's the room like? How big is it?
I'd describe it the size of a master bedroom. And it has... Let's see. It has... Well, like, a monitor taking up almost the entirety of one wall. And
Is it a
then
monitor?
Huh?
Is it a monitor?
Yep, it's a monitor. Like you'd use on a computer, but you probably don't know what either of those are.
Okay.
And then you have a like in the dead center of the room appears to be the console to manipulate what's on the monitor. And there's just a bunch of chairs and like couches lining the walls and in the center, so a lot of people can sit and look at the monitor.
Okay. I'm gonna go to one of the chairs and touch the seat. Is it warm?
It's not warm, but it is fluffy.
You said it's
It would
fluffy?
Yes, it would be very comfortable to sit in this chair.
Okay. Then I'm also going to I'm gonna look at the console. Is it dusty or is it still fresh?
It's it's not dusty, but it's not powered on.
Is there anything like written on the walls or any kind of symbols that I would be able to recognize?
Nope.
Okay.
Plain walls. Oh, there are light fixtures in this one.
Light fixtures? And like
Yes.
what is the shape of them?
Along the corners of the roof, like edges of the roof, there are tubes of glowing lights that basically completely encompass the corner, along with a dome-shaped chandelier hanging in the middle.
Okay. I'm going to turn around to see where it came from. Is there a door there or is it a wall?
There's a doorway. Actually, you don't see a door. You just see a doorway. Vivelda's on the other side.
Oh, so it's transparent?
Theoretically. Or it's not there.
Okay.
It isn't there, at least on your side.
So I'm gonna like wave at Vivelda and I'm gonna say, "You can come in. I think it's safe to breathe in here. It's definitely local."
Vivelda, you, how's to say, You hear like you hear someone addressing you, but it's unclear who and it's unclear what they're saying. But you guess they might be on the other side of the door.
I tilt my head and like frown at the door. But I pretty clearly like don't meet your eyes.
Alright. So I'm used to Vivelda being rude, but not exactly, but also curious. So I'm gonna guess they don't know that I'm here. So I'm gonna like just walk up to the door and try to walk through it.
Yep.
Okay.
You're
So
now on the other side and the door's closed.
Oh, hi.
Hey, so yeah, there's a room over there, and there's a big painting, blank painting on the wall, and some buttons.
Like a big canvas.
Yeah, it's like a big canvas. There's a bunch of comfy chairs in though, if you guys want to sit down.
Well, if you can go through it just by falling in, we might as well try.
So I'm gonna lead the way. Just walk right in.
Okay.
I'll put
So
my
important
hand back on the
question.
door.
How many of you face plant as the primary method of getting through this doorway?
Why would I do that?
I think I'm gonna put my hands up first.
Your hands, your hands don't want to move through so long as you're pushing them through.
Then I relax and fall forward.
And the question is, do you face plant though?
Oh, like faceplant and hit the ground?
Yes.
No, as soon as I'm through, I'm going to tense back up.
At that point, your legs catch you at an awkward angle.
I have 4 of them. So which ones?
All of them.
The ones that are still through the doorway.
Okay, well then I catch myself with my other 2 feet and then relax my back feet.
All in all, this is just a really awkward door thing to get through.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm going to stand at the other side of the door to catch the next incomer.
I'm going to put my hand up to the door, get stuck to it, and just kind of gently relax my body and kind of like slide, like sidestep through the door, you know, like a dance step.
Yeah, okay, that works. What's your grace? I'm not sure I should have let that work,
my
but it
grace is a
does.
0.
It sounds like you're face planting.
No, I'm sidestepping.
I suppose that you're right. That wouldn't put your face near the floor.
I might trip over myself a little bit, but I'll figure it out.
Fibian,
Yes.
you're the only one not on this side of the door.
How would you like to
So
go
I
through
have
this?
to tell you,
Probably
you know
badly.
what doesn't require any tense muscles?
Face plant.
Move through the air. If you jump and cannonball through the door, you don't have to tense your muscles.
I was actually just thinking that.
I do it.
Yeah! TG, catch!
I catch.
Yeah, I walk through the
Thank
door and I
you.
see you standing there and I just nod at you and move out of the way.
I've got you cradled in my arms, so I was like, damn, should have thought of that.
That looked fun. We'll do that to get out.
You are now in the big monitor room with fluffy chairs.
Cool. What's on the monitor?
Nothing. It's powered off.
Oh. You said there was a keyboard?
There is a control panel. It's also powered off.
Does it look anything like the control panel we found in the very first session?
Nope. That one had buttons. This one has circles in which you indicate would be able to tell if you pressed, but no actual buttons.
I go over there and press some buttons at random.
The system is powered off, so go ahead.
Okay. I don't accidentally find the power on button?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Watching Well, watching the Velda like fool around with like buttons like a child,
Wow.
I'm going to, I'm gonna. Well, I don't say that. I'm gonna like start laughing.
That's
Like a
not
really
better.
good natured laugh. Hmm?
It's not
No,
better.
I'm gonna have like a really cheerful laugh, and then I'm gonna like look at like Vivian, like you can't blame her for trying. She's always 100%, always.
I'm right here. I continue
Yeah, I
pressing
know.
all the buttons.
I think you missed someone
How
over
thorough
there.
are you in your button pushes?
Well, it hasn't turned on, so I'm gonna start searching the sides and edge to find a button that does something. So I become slowly more thorough.
Okay. As you get to the bottom, you realize that weird cavity off to the side of the pillar holding up the console looks like a foot might go in. And there's kind of like a pedal there.
Hey, listening, put your foot in this. Actually, never mind, I'm not gonna say that. Hey, TG, come put your foot in this.
I've got 4. I guess I can spare one. I put
That's
my
a
foot
very
in it.
terrible statement.
Okay. So long as that pedal is depressed, there is power to the room.
Ooh, do the buttons light up? Did the monitor change?
The buttons light up and are now successfully labeled. Good luck finding out what those labels mean. None of you can read.
All the
The
buttons
monitor
you press
also lights
activate
up.
all at once.
Thankfully, that is not how
The,
buttons
the
work.
monitor lights up. You all immediately know what this is doing because loading screen is universal language. It's taking its sweet time booting up.
Okay. I'm gonna say, Fibian, this is your thing. You read books, so this should be this is a natural expansion of that. If you read books, you're clearly good at loading screens.
I don't know, last time they just let me press buttons randomly.
As Drenda was saying back in first episode, we discovered that none of you read Ancient.
Vivilda did, or not Vivilda. Gathriel did.
No, there was an NPC that could.
Also, I recognized some of the letters from other ancient ruins. And I found the one that said start loop, and I pressed it. And I knew that's what it did. I didn't know what start loop meant, but I knew that was the one I was pressing.
You did find the initiate or begin or start loop button.
Yeah. This was a bad idea.
But it was your idea. Okay.
But yeah, none of us read ancient. So we wait a little bit for it to finish booting up.
It takes a long time. Like, there's chairs here, guys.
I tell TG, pump the button faster.
Pumping it is. Pump, 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 pump.
Pumping it doesn't appear to actually change anything. From the looks of it, so the monitor powers off whenever your foot's up, but the loading bar continues.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't lose progress. It doesn't even pause when your foot's not up. It just...
Huh. Unexpected result, but okay.
Almost as if this is one window into a much larger system.
Cool. I go find a chair and sit down on it. I need to determine how comfy they are for science.
That chair is super comfy. Like, everyone should probably sit in a chair.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not against sitting in a chair. I did say that was one of the features of this room.
That chair is also super comfy. Like, might be your favorite chair.
My favorite chair. Oh boy, that's dangerous because I can teleport. This is a dangerous. combination.
I take one of the other chairs and put it in the inventory space that was freed up by me looting the giant fancy chair earlier.
Wait, did you
Uh,
steal?
Unfortunately, this building appears to be adventure-proof, as everything is spot welded to the floor.
I'm
Really?
definitely gonna be like, Vivalda, always revealing just how poor, how low class you are.
Oh, you're not
You're
any better
stealing.
than me.
You're stealing chairs.
Do you not like this chair? You don't want it in your bedroom?
Stealing chairs is
From
very
who? Stealing chairs
uh,
from who?
the
The
height
screen?
of the height of rudeness.
Hey, TG.
Is this wall gonna wake up and
Hi,
get mad
Captain.
at me?
One does not go into a strange place and take a whole chair.
Well, obviously not. It's welded down.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, TG, can I interest you in fluffiest chair?
It is too small for my ginormic butt.
That's where you're wrong. This is an entire couch.
Oh, fluffy chair then, hmm?
Can we seriously
Well,
consider
I
that?
have no reason to distrust a chair, but I would have to take my foot off the pedal to do it.
The loading bar doesn't seem to pause. You just have to come over and check periodically.
Can we
Okay,
can we,
I'll sit on the couch.
can we just recognize that if you have a house guest that takes a chair, they're never coming back again?
Who is the master of this house and where are they?
Fibian,
If everyone else is sitting on chairs, I'm gonna sit on a chair.
It's so suspicious the way
Dope.
I sit on all the chairs.
I'm totally, absolutely not. Oh geez, now I forget what it's called.
Foreshadowing. Plotting.
No.
Scheming. Running a game.
Aha! Gotcha moment.
Greek mythology, it's got flowers, and if you eat it, you stay there forever.
Lotus eaters.
Oh, that's the underworld.
Lotus Eaters! I'm totally not skipping like multiple hours right now. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like Persephone and the pomegranate seeds.
No, pomegranates are dope though.
True. I don't know if I would want
Gaia, we're stuck to her, and we eat berries, and we're stuck here. We need like giant rockets just to get away.
Well,
All right, storyline over. Thanks, guys.
I am extremely restless and get up to check the progress of the loading bar and other stuff somewhat frequently. I also would like to search the room for other stuff that might be like, I don't know, a hidden thing not nailed down.
I'm gonna lean over to
yourself-
Fibian and be like probably looking for something to steal.
Oh,
Again, from who? It's
Do I
only
need to-
theft if there is someone to steal it from.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
It's
Oh,
called
no.
archaeology.
You
Yeah, I'm
do successfully like get up periodically and check and just like look for things and try it and be restless. You do, however, notice that you managed to jump like 80% of the loading bar when you were all sitting down.
Oh, it goes really fast when no one is bothering it. It's 100% my interpretation of this scenario. I leave it alone and I walk in a big circle and I come back to see if it's done yet.
No.
Darn.
But, I mean, there's a big fluffy chair you could sit in while you wait.
Okay.
A buzzing is heard at the door. Also, some of you might have fallen asleep, depending on how prone you are to sleeping. But there's now a buzzing on the door.
I startle awake as the buzzing happens and go to check the door.
The door is, as previously mentioned, completely see-through, and you see a small... Okay, so it's got, like, a little tread on the bottom, and then it comes up, 4 different pillars come up off each corner of the tread, and meet about waist level, where they split into arms. where they like merge and then redivide into arms, and it's like making this buzzing noise, staring at the doorway.
It's a little.
I have
it's
no
a
idea
little
what to make of
creature.
this.
It's a little thing.
From all appearances,
I'm gonna go check it out.
it doesn't appear to have anything remotely similar to like a mouth or organs.
How is it
Like
moving?
you guess at best it's a skeleton.
How is it moving?
But there's a buzzing noise coming out of it.
All right, I'm going out the door because we can go in, and I'm gonna go poke it.
It seems startled and like backs up, and then just kind of sits there buzzing at the door as you poke it.
I go buzz back at it to see if that's how it communicates.
The door opens, and it goes through.
What? The fuck?
You just buzzed at the door. Yeah. Well, that's our little thief.
Hey, that's how you open the door.
Now, picking up, you'd guess. There isn't much for it to pick up, but whatever there is, it's now being gathered by this strange little creature.
Are you like the maid? Business maid?
It buzzes when you buzz, and doesn't appear to stop for your question.
Rude.
Hey, Phibian,
Yeah.
what do you do when you get mistaken for something that needs picked up?
Personally,
This creature right here is picking you up in its attempt to clean the room. Question mark.
just put the stuff over there.
That was very, very clear.
That was great. I'm going to be like, hey, no, that's my Phibian. And pick her up.
It will relinquish the loot to you, I guess, and then move on to pick up everything else.
Cool.
Everything you aren't holding, it's picking up, so go grab
That's why
everything.
there's nothing here. It's already been stolen.
So it's like another Vivalda, just more blatant.
And then it leaves, and the
Can't believe
door
how rude
closes
you are.
behind
No,
it.
I'm following this thing. Hey guys, come on.
Okay.
I want to press the button to see how far the loading has gotten.
The loading's done.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna follow this thing. You guys find out what is happening with the other with the screen, okay?
Wait. What if that thing was summoned by the button you pressed on the underneath the portrait?
Nothing happened.
No, that thing came in. What if that thing came because
Like
the bar was filled?
forever later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up the cleaning droid.
It is surprisingly heavy, but you can do it. It is unhappy about this development.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
look it right in the face and say, "Take me to your leader," and then let it go.
It like buzzes a bit and then continues on its path.
Wait, is it alive?
I don't know.
I'm gonna squeeze it. Does it have like living bits?
What's it made of?
It's made of actually kind of fairly similar to the white metal that this building's outside is made out of.
So it's got no meat or juices. It just buzzes like.
It appears to be made out of metal. That is correct.
Okay,
I
so
feel like it could only be alive if this is like a weirdy world, like Gathrales.
It is acting on its own, and it does appear to communicate through its own means.
does it have openings?
Nope.
has no opening. So where's the buzzing sound coming from?
You'd assume somewhere between the arms.
Okay. Is there like a place like a inside section between the arms?
It is mostly wireframe. And currently its wireframe is full of like just stuff.
I want to kind of use my hand and explore inside of it.
There's nothing there. So it's a square with treads on the bottom,
Okay.
followed by, and that's just like barely large enough to contain the treads. Then 4 pillars, one from each corner of the tread, coming up, and then the 4 pillars come together and meet, and where they meet, arms pop out. And that's all.
Wait, what?
All it is. It's a little box with 4 arms
Well, yeah.
With 2 arms.
Okay.
and 2 treads.
All right. And does it have, so okay, so the 2 treads. Can I? Is there like a mechanism to like unloose the treads?
Nope.
Uh,
Well, we can hold it.
hmm.
Hold on to that. Now
Wait, well, break this. See what happens.
the
I'm gonna hand it off to you.
the bug, the box thing. What if it's
Mm.
alive?
Did you guys
No,
pick it up again?
Yes.
It is
Yeah, I picked
buzzing
it up.
unhappily.
Yeah.
I'm like
I
I'm
know.
gonna hand it to Vivalda. Vivalda, break this. There might be meat inside.
I'm not hungry. What if it's alive?
No, not to eat. To see if there's maybe something's alive inside of it.
If something's alive
Speaking
inside
of hungry,
it, what if I kill it?
you guys are surprisingly hungry.
Oh, I am hungry.
As in, oh, well then maybe
Listening
we.
chaos recognizes the emotion. Well, it also affects listening chaos the least.
Okay, so maybe we're hungry. So break it. Maybe there's meat inside. There's food.
I-
Maybe there's food inside.
I don't like this. It's the only thing we found. We need it.
So you can steal things, but you can't break things. I find this is a very hypocritical distinction.
Shut
I'm
up.
gonna break out my my rations that I tucked away after the banquet in Fluftopia.
Yes, that's fair. That makes perfect sense.
Do you have any pie on you?
I might in here somewhere. Hold on. You see me like reach back.
I'm asking like as a meta message because I wanted to say something if you did.
Okay. Yes, I would have a slice of pie.
But if I see you eating if I see you eating the pie, I'm going to say he's eating my pie. Like in a very like weird way.
The food you've gathered appears to be much older than one would anticipate.
Uh-oh.
Must have been sitting too close to my sun vials.
We are
That's
going to
strange.
deliberately misinterpret all of this as long as humanly possible.
That's perfectly fair.
I mean, there is no like reason why somebody would think, "Oh, my food is getting old. I must be dislodged in the time stream."
Mm-hmm. Oh, totally.
Is anyone
It is-
holding the pedal down right now?
I was going to go poke, but apparently I'm holding this thing. Look. Listening. I will break it after we find out where it's going. Okay? We want to find the middle, right?
This-
So we can leave it be, right? That's okay.
Okay, here's my thing. So this thing clearly has some kind of job, and it doesn't look like it's alive. It definitely came after the loading bar was finished. So I think whatever is inside of it could give us a clue as to what's going on here. Or if there's nothing inside of it, then we know that this place is automated. It's running automatically.
I don't know what that
Don't you
means.
guys actively have a member in your party that can speak to things that don't speak?
Yeah, it's mostly
Um,
plants and animals.
I mean, I can talk to the invisible, but there's no invisible.
Phibian can talk to plants and animals, I thought.
On Earth, do you mean there's no invisible? Have you checked? How are you supposed to know that?
Well, I'm supposed to be able to see them. They're just like moving around in the background.
Oh, does it say that? Let me look.
Yeah, I can like see and like feel and So if I felt like a bunch of spirits were around, I could talk to them, but the unseen are mysterious beings most cannot perceive. Their very existence may be debated, but you know that truth. But you know the truth because they have spoken to you. You know that some are kind and some are dangerous, that they have abilities and limitations that differ from normal people, and that you find yourself in between. So
So it's
I
possible
think
some
we-
of them could become more unseen.
Hold on, is that the commune with the unseen text?
that's the unseen text right above that.
Commune with the unseen is a pre-Xed box, so if you're a different class, you can't have it.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying that. Like, I can do this though. Here. Well, I guess I can talk to monsters now. My eerie companion lets me talk to monsters, not the unseen
Yeah.
specifically.
So
So I've lost the ability.
You
I've lost
kept
the
your
ability to
Yuri
speak to the unseen.
companion and you kept your monster talking,
Mhm.
but the commune with the unseen move is pre-X during character creation, which means you don't get to keep it when you move
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
classes.
if listening insists, I will break the thing. Throw it on the ground.
Okay,
Sorry,
roll
oops.
you fight.
Earth it to the ground.
I laughed way too hard for that. That's my apologies. I just yeah.
I don't know why you're apologizing for enjoying life. You do you.
That's why I'm apologizing. I'm not supposed to enjoy life.
I have a +1 forward. I have a +1 forward from asking advice and taking it.
What advice? Oh, yeah, that's true.
What to do in the
Breaking
maze.
No, the current advice is break it.
That too.
You guys aren't doing anything maze related.
Oh, so if I'm doing that again, do I get a clear condition?
What? No.
If I'm
What?
asking
I'm so
advice and then
confused.
following it, if I'm asking the advice and following it, do I get to activate my move again?
I don't think so because you didn't ask for it, so I don't think you get a +1.
Okay, I have a previous +1 from when I asked Fibian what we should do about the maze. That's just...
Fibian told you walk the maze. Fibian did not say break the thing.
Yes, but it doesn't say +1 forward to do the thing. It just says +1 forward.
Didn't you spend that last time?
I did not.
Or have you not spent it
I
yet?
spent that a little bit ago. This is my very first roll since asking to break, asking what to do about the maze.
Okay. If you want to spend it here, you can.
Okay, I spend it.
Okay.
I figure it's just a +1 forward. I spend it on the next roll.
That makes sense.
It just took a little bit of time to get there.
I would have assumed you spend it on the next relevant roll, but apparently we disagree on this.
It does not say that I have to spend it on a relevant roll. That's okay. I can just keep
Okay,
asking for
okay.
advice to clear my conditions. I still have one more. It's my actual goal here.
Well, you
Throw it on
do
the ground.
successfully get severe damage to it, just not enough to open it.
I'm gonna jump on
Does-
it.
Does it make it sad buzzing noises?
Yes, it's very unhappy about the situation and whirs out of the way when you attempt to land on it.
Oh, Velda, you heard it.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's yeah.
You told me to hurt it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. Just literally. Yeah, I know. It's okay. I'm gonna pat you on the head. Okay, so that didn't work. It's
I can-
tougher than it looked.
Do you still want to get in it? I can.
Well,
It
I
is
want to see.
running
I
away,
want to see.
so decide now.
So I want to see if we busted it, if anyone came to fix it, or if something happened. And
Well,
apparently,
it's running away. Let's chase it.
it just runs away. So yeah, let's chase it. Let's go after it and see if where it goes. Maybe that could help us get out of this maze.
Okay.
So- I'm gonna go after it.
We're following.
Fibian and Gelden. You guys are about to be left behind as the two lunatics chase the defenseless maid.
I'm gonna
I'm also-
follow behind. So just I'm there, but I'm not gonna be there for a second. I gotta go handle something.
Okay.
Question.
I'm gonna chase it on all fours too. I'm chasing on all fours.
You guys
Question.
probably... Yes.
I have, as my commandments, always obey a certain type of person. Never mind. Listening chaos doesn't have wings.
That's a fact.
Carry on.
Okay. Fibian,
Yes.
what do you do in response to this heinous almost murder? And your friends are currently gaining on the poorest fool.
No, we don't actually want to catch it and kill it. I want to find out where it's going.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So your friends
I
are
fell
toying with
asleep
their
in the
prey
chair.
before they consume it.
Wow.
Wait, what?
I fell asleep in the chair.
You got picked up,
Did anything wake
picked
me
up
up?
again, and then I took you from the robot, and then I just put you back down on a chair.
Okay.
So no.
Then I'm still sleeping in the chair.
Dope.
Go.
Uh-oh.
Geldon is following.
Yeah, Galden's following.
Okay,
Well, I'll remember you when we stop running.
the chase is happening. The chase is good. It's all
It goes in
fun
order.
and games. Until the floor in front of you gets hit with something that's bright red and is now very hot to step on.
Can I call a 5-minute break? Because I have
Okay.
to use the bathroom.
Yeah, sounds good.
Do something on stream so everyone knows it's a 5-minute break.
Yep. Everyone who stays is responsible for entertaining the audience. I'm gonna drop a 60-second ad, and then we'll be back.
I
I
will
will-
also be departing for a moment.
I will also leave for a break because, yes, stuff.
So Fibian, the pressure's on you. Good luck.
No, it's okay. If you need to go take a break, that's fine. We're gonna do a 60-second ad, and by that time, I'll probably be back. I'll see you in just a few minutes, friends.
Bye.
I'm back. Who else is back? Looks like just me and maybe Gelden. How you been doing, audience members? I hope you are having a good session. What's your favorite part about the session so far? We kicked it off with a very interesting, if not necessarily exciting, hour-long argument about feelings, which was hilarious, I think. And then we've been wandering around and getting lost in this castle. So what's been your favorite part so far of this stream, or just in general? And what are you hoping we're going to do next? Type up your answers. I want to see.
That's a weird sound that I made.
I just heard breathing. So I don't think it was particularly weird.
Oh, never mind then. I will carry on with the breathing though.
That's probably a good idea.
I'm kind of upset you didn't break the thing. I was looking forward to the whole monstrous strength of our resident seeker.
I only rolled an upbeat, not an obscene upbeat. I could absolutely finish breaking the thing.
It'd be pretty funny though if like you smashed it and then it opened up and there was like
a little guy inside or whatever.
Yeah, a small guy inside. And he's just like, oh, my house. You destroyed my house. What? Why did he destroy my house?
Also, by the way, if someone came into my house and stole my chair, I'd be like, that's rude. But if someone came into my house and stabbed my child, I would kill them.
Yes, but I don't see the parallel there. Wait. Are you saying that...
Think about it.
I mean, I agree with you, but I just don't understand. Like, did we almost murder somebody?
We kicked a thing. I don't know if it's alive. We don't know what it is.
Well, we don't know if it's alive. We're pretty sure it's not alive, actually. It's not made.
It sure acts like it got hurt.
Yeah, but lots of things act like they got hurt, but they're not actually hurt, you know? They're dead.
If they were dead, then they have to be alive in the first place.
Oh, yeah, that's my point. That's like, after you hit it really hard, it's dead.
Yeah, so you're saying it was alive and you told me to hit the thing?
Yes.
I'm never listening to you ever again.
No.
Ever again. You ruined it. I'm trying to be a good person. I'm trying to do better. You're over here.
No, that's out of character.
Me.
No, that's out of character. It's out of character. No, in character, I was listening. Really thought that it was the loading thing was the time that it would reach here, like that it was like calling it to come clean up. So breaking it would like if there's something that causes it to come clean up. There's probably something that's like fixing it or taking care of it or something, and they'd come to repair it or retrieve it or whatever.
Well, there probably is some kind of repair mechanism.
Yeah, so which is why I said to break it, not because I thought something was alive in there, but it's really funny to imagine.
It's also important that you guys have never encountered anything even remotely resembling artificial life before.
It's either alive or it isn't. There's no in between for us.
Yeah, like I don't think it's an artificial life form. I just say that's why I said to break it. If I thought it was an artificial life form, I wouldn't say break it.
I'm just saying, like, you guys have never met a fiend that runs by itself and doesn't also think for itself. Unless I'm wrong.
You know what? No, well, machines back in the day, they made like even during Aristotle's time, they made automatic machines. They just like I think automaton's a really old word, and like they made stuff that would like was programmed to operate in a certain way under certain circumstances. So it's like it was moving around, and if you were like a yokel, you'd be like, oh my god, it's alive. But if you were, any kind of learning, you'd be like, oh, that's just a machine that has like a lot of that's really well programmed.
Stories of clockwork and automatons go really back.
Yeah. So
The
it can
microwave
it can work a certain way and still be basically a toaster.
But as far
Provided
as
you guys
Vivelda's concerned,
have-
it's either alive or it isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
provided you guys have the context of clockwork.
Hmm. Well, we have buildings, so I mean,
Vivelda does not have that context.
clockwork. I mean, we have buttons, and buttons are basically.
No, you
Levers.
go to a place that has buttons.
But we don't think the buttons are alive, so I mean, like,
The buttons do stuff, just like throwing a rock in a stream does stuff.
yeah. So,
But it doesn't
Well,
get up
yeah.
and dance away.
you know what though? Like, back in the day, a lot of animals like were not considered alive. Like mushrooms weren't considered alive. Plants weren't considered alive.
So what you're saying is that you're fantasy racist against robots.
No, I'm saying that robots could easily fall into the not alive. AI could easily fall into the not alive category. Just how plants aren't alive and mushrooms aren't alive. And
So you're real racist against fantasy robots, as opposed to fantasy racist against real
Yeah,
robots?
that's what I'm hearing.
what? No, if it's alive. I'm gonna smash both of you against rocks. That's it.
Wow, I'm definitely alive. For one thing, I can stand here and tell you that I'm alive. Unlike this poor robot, they can't communicate.
It go beep.
I'm gonna.
But it's just
Robot
doing
go
nothing,
buzz and beep, and
just
that's what it
minding
do.
its own business. You're murdering it for your own
No one
amusement.
There's no meat. There's no like viscera. There's no fluids. Nothing. It
It
just
could still be hurt.
ran off. It just ran off in a panic. That's a very not alive thing to do.
Running off in a panic when you've been kicked is not an alive thing to do. That's the sentence you're gonna go with now?
Definitely at no point when your primary structure has been dented should you leave the scene.
Alive people do not do that. You are correct. People just stand there and get murdered if they're really alive.
Yeah.
You know what this is? This is the Salem witch trial.
This
If
is
you weren't a witch, you
100%.
would have drowned.
If you're not a witch, you drown it. If you are a witch, we burn you. It's 100%
So,
where we're going with this.
Yeah, I think this is the answer we've all been looking for. I don't find any fault in my logic. I think this is yeah. It's not alive. It ran off in a panic. That means it's the equal of a
Oh
chair
my goodness.
or a couch or a bag or what do you call it? Or a bag of meat that has been left out in the sun. All these things are not alive. They're all the same.
Well, either way, Vivelda's mad at you for telling her to do the bad. Eventually, she'll get around
Oh
to
no!
being
No,
mad
no,
at
no!
herself.
No one is mad at anyone because, as far as we're concerned, it's still not alive. It was a thing that you threw on the ground, didn't break, and then it
That can be
scampered
your
off.
argument, but that's definitely not how I feel about it.
Well, but you're not Vivelda. Vivelda is does not.
Okay, so Jarenda is fully aware that it's just a little thing.
But Vivelda just thinks it was.
Vivelda thinks it was alive and thinks that she heard it.
Oh well, that's unfortunate for Vivelda.
It is, actually. She's gonna feel guilty about it for a while.
Yeah, so listening does not feel that way. Listening feels as if you had thrown.
Did someone
a
actually
rolling.
start a 5-minute timer?
No. The timer ends when everyone comes back. Is everyone back yet? I was expecting them to be like, hey, I'm back.
Phoebe,
I'm not-
you're muted, but does that mean we shouldn't go? Phoebe's asleep anyway. TG, you here?
I'm not here because I'm too busy laughing at the fact that Vivelda almost casually murdered a non-entity.
Mm-hmm. And now she feels bad about it. She did
Well,
not
Intent to
casually
murder
murder
is
it,
still a crime.
by the way. She murdered it protesting.
She almost murdered it.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel though that like smashing things, like defenseless things, are kind of like are kind of Velda's forte, since
I feel
they
like you
wanted
don't
to kill.
really know Velda at all.
Velda tried to finish off Herc.
Were you there?
Yeah.
Did you see anything that happened?
Well, there's like a thing, like you're like you like to smash things. Velda smash.
Velda does not like to smash things. Velda spends most of her time trying to not hurt things. She's bad at it. But being clumsy, inept, and unable to communicate is not the same thing as being murderous.
I never said murderous, just Velda smash. That's
No, you definitely have been accusing me of desiring wanton violence.
Well, the desiring wanton violence is narratively good, so I'm not. It's not a bad quality. I'm just being real here. It's not. It is not narratively bad.
No, I think you're just trying to defend your immoral actions.
I didn't do anything. You're the one that smashed the defenseless robot.
So you're admitting that that's an immoral action?
Oh no!
I said you're trying to defend your immoral actions, and you're saying that action wasn't you. But you're not arguing the immoral part.
Oh well, okay. Outside of character, it was outside of character as an actual human being. I would say, wow, that's messed up. But in character, I am curious about this thing, and
being curious about someone makes it okay to get stabbed.
Well, to stab them, yes, not to get stabbed. That's
yeah. I mean, it's only okay as long as I'm not taking harm.
Well, again, don't know if it's alive or not. I did say open it so that way we can see what's inside of it. So
no, you
actually
told me to break it.
Yeah. Breaking it is the way to find out if it's alive or not.
Here, we're gonna make a poll. How do we make a poll in this thing?
You give me a moment.
No, I got it. We have what's our poll? What are we asking? Was it a bad...
Is wanton violence the only way to tell life?
Is wanton violence an acceptable method of determining aliveness? It's not gonna like my... it does not like that question.
Okay, but my whole point is this. We don't know if it's alive or not. If you would smash it open
Vivian's unmuted. Is everyone here?
I guess so.
Well,
TG
I am.
is not responding, but I blame that on him. Let's go!
Yeah, so we're chasing after... I'm chasing after the thing on all fours, so I'm going at, top speed.
Okay.
Do you intend to catch it?
Well, I don't want to catch it. I want to see where it goes.
I am allowing additional votes. You can vote for one of four options in the poll. Everyone go over there and vote. And I'm allowing additional votes with sparkles or bits. So if you want to throw pennies at me, you can get extra votes. It's alive for 5 minutes, so everybody go vote.
500 sparkles? Who has that much just lying around? I need to save up to ruin Vivelda's day.
So what you're saying is you have that much lying around and you just don't want to spend all this.
82%, baby!
Okay. So, I am not at the computer, so I don't know what's going on.
We're currently at 50-50 with yes and listening is the worst, which aren't mutually exclusive answers, so...
Listening is not the worst. They actually are curious about what's inside of it.
Yeah, they're choosing to exercise their curiosity in violent manners, which is mean.
No, they're exercising their curiosity with Vivelda's violent manners.
Wow, so now you admit that you're abusing me and my desire to please people for your own means.
This is not... No, this is
Okay,
actually...
so the chase is going on, and it's
we're
great.
chasing the thing.
I'm done with this conversation. You guys will go in circles for hours. The chase is going on, and it's great. You're all having a blast, pondering the morality of murder. And then a bright light flashes, and the floor in front of you is very hot all of a sudden.
That's right. It got hot.
Okay. So
I jump. I leap into the air, like, instinctively. Is there a over and past to go?
There is something. There is enough space to be up, and in fact, as you go up, you meet eyes with. Well, I say eyes. It looks like it's only got the one, and it's got 4 circles in which are spinning blades, and it's kind of just floating there, and it appears armed with a pointer that shoots really hot red things.
I found a thing!
Shooting really hot red things sounds to me like shooting out like worms that are on fire, which is it's terrible. Pretty bad.
Well, whatever it's shooting doesn't appear to exist after it makes contact with whatever it hits.
I would like to try to dodge, I guess, in midair.
It's not shooting at you. It's just like looking intently at you.
Oh, so I'm like, ah! Hi! Don't hurt me.
Well, did the thing that I'm chasing go through the
Its retreat is guarded by this thing.
So I kind of want to like jump off of. Wait, the big thing that's floating.
Nope, it's not big, but it is floating.
Okay, so like it stops us.
Yeah, it's guarding the way that your poor maid has run.
Okay, so I'm gonna like stop and be like, finally, can you talk?
I buzz at it.
It makes noises that you don't recognize.
Does it make noises I can duplicate?
Theoretically, yeah.
I make the noises.
So, okay.
I can wait if you want to do things.
No, I was gonna say that there might be something inside that we can talk to. Vivalda, why don't you break it?
No, this one looks like it will break me back.
Okay.
Why don't you break it?
It seems genuinely like as much as it can show confusion, it does.
Mood.
Okay,
and
so
then it says in a language that you do understand. You have violated policy. Surrender.
Oh, which policy?
Wait, who are we talking to? Well, we were trying to talk to someone, and we were trying to open up that box to see if there was something inside we can talk to.
You have violated policy. Raise your hands above your head. Leave your swords on your waist. Surrender.
Sure, totally.
Okay, as long as you take us to your leader, sure, let's do it.
To your leader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like that. Today's cliche day. Today's cliche day.
Listening chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Is your sword visible?
It's the eye.
So
what?
Would anything? Do you have an eye following you around?
Pretty much, yeah. Or like a little. I want to say it's like a floating eye thing in like a bowl, golden bowl.
Its response will be, put your sword where it is visible.
I'm gonna like point to it. It's right there.
Put your sword where it is visible.
I totally like cross my hands over on my head, like I just kind of rest them on my head casually, but if this thing tries to like touch me or grab me in any way, I am not like
it doesn't so have fast. Grabbing things.
Okay. I am not allowing myself to be captured, but I'm totally pretending to surrender.
It does, however, shoot a little red beam at Listening's feet.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, you can shoot as many of those things as you want to. I don't have a sword in the conventional sense.
Okay,
it's
look,
my
look.
partner.
Ignore that. Ignore that. Just pay attention to me. I'm totally surrendering. Take me to the boss.
Yeah, no, take
Put
them to
your
the boss.
sword where it is visible.
Oh my gosh. Okay, can I go past this thing? I'm gonna try to go past it.
It shoots the floor.
Oh man, I don't know what we should do. Can I take this? I look around at my team. I'm like, okay, what should we do? Can I take this moment to realize that Fibian isn't here?
Sure.
Damn.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. It's my fault.
Of course it is. To you, everything is your fault.
Thank you.
It's listening's fault.
It is listening's fault.
Okay.
I like just stop for a minute and I'm like, Gelden, do you know where Fibian is?
I ain't been paying attention, so like I don't know where any of us is.
Okay, so you guys chased, and apparently no one bothered to notice that Fibian fell back asleep when put back on the chair.
Well, I knew that. I just didn't spend time thinking about it. So, I now know.
Oh, Drenda, we're still on the back screen. Be right back screen.
Oh. Sorry, guys.
I apologize for my abrupt leaving. I had to go be a superhero.
Oh, that's fine. We didn't.
I need a hero.
We didn't need you. No, I'm kidding. We need you.
Presently, you're being told to put your hands in the air and put your sword where it is visible.
Okay, you guys, go with this thing. I'm gonna go get Fibian, and I take off.
Well, I can't do both.
Drenda, it calls at you to halt, and
Ignore
this
it.
does qualify as a floating individual.
Damn. Oh no.
What? Well, that's sad.
Oh no. I turn and I start to run away, and it says halt, and I like stop so fast I literally hit the ground. And I'm like, no? Like, I'm not really sure what that means. And I, like, take another step away.
You have broken policy. Put your hands in the air away from your sword. Make your sword visible.
It's in my butt. I'm complying. But yeah, no. Follow the chain. The chain. That's where it is.
I don't have to listen.
Very well, it says to TG.
Oh, it says very well to TG, but
Yeah.
listening gets no sympathy. Appropriate. Okay. Does anyone remember where the other room is? I put my hands back in the air and I'm trying to figure out what to do.
It like starts to fly to the other side of the group, but leaves in the air a flashing red beacon. It's like, follow the beacon to your containment.
Okay.
And it's now got a flashing beacon showing you the way, and is following you guys behind.
I lean over to listening. Is this the part where we follow the orders, or is the part where we break the orders? I'm kind of new to this.
Well, we want to see where the orders are coming from, so we should follow.
Okay, but we left Fibian
Follow it
behind.
is. We'll call that a contingency plan.
Mm-hmm. Oh no! If
She
anything
doesn't
happens,
know
we can
where
always.
we are.
Mm-hmm.
You do know what a prison looks like.
Hmm.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
It is trying to put you in one of the jail cells.
I
Apparently,
turn-
it's of the impression that each one of you get your own.
Okay, I run away. I turn and I sprint off. I'm just running.
Okay, you feel a burning pain in your ankle.
Cool. I would like to keep going anyway, because I don't really care.
Okay,
And
you feel a burning pain in the center of your back.
I would like to dodge. Genius.
Would you like to dodge lights, that is? Because it's shooting lasers.
Yes.
I'm not saying you can't, I'm just saying tell me on what grounds can you dodge lasers.
Yes. You know what? Hang on. I'm standing there, I'm torn, I don't know what to do, and then I look at that creature trying to push me into the cell, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, friends come first. And then I run away. So I would like to repudiate my always obey a certain type of person belief in this moment and replace it with a conviction that says friends come first.
Does that take, like, experience or something?
No, it's just a seeker thing.
Okay, then.
Every time I live up to a conviction despite temptation or cost, reduce my tradition by 1 and ask an onlooker if they agree with that condition. I'll ask T.G. Gelden. T.G. Gelden, do you agree with this conviction?
Specifically, the conviction is, as I quote, fuck you, friends come first.
Unnecessary
That is-
curse words.
Well outside of my wheelhouse, but I'm starting to believe that myself.
What holds you back from living up to that, then? That's part of my... I get to ask that, too.
Orders.
Mood. I get a string on you. And now I'm gonna run away. I would like to make dodgy movements. Like I'm Not a Russian Spy says, just making dodgy movements should throw off its aim, at least moderately.
Zigzag, serpentine.
Yeah, we're zigzagging.
Be like listening.
Making dodgy movements is sufficient, so it doesn't nail you every shot, but it still nails you quite a few shots.
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna make a Defy Disaster roll to GTFO. If that's okay with you. That seems like the correct thing.
okay.
The other option is I could spend a point of tradition to
I think I understand most of that acronym. What's the last word?
get the fuck out.
Out. Okay.
Alternately, I could spend a point of tradition to temper the wrath of the authority. Do you think that would work?
Whatever the mechanics say work, I guess.
It says, spend tradition at any time to temper the wrath of the authority. Would that work? You're allowed to say no. It's fine. I could just roll Defy Disaster.
How do you intend to temper the wrath of the authority?
I don't know. I don't have a good answer.
I will tell you what. There is a point of tradition you could do.
Okay.
Read that entire blurb.
Spend tradition at any time to temper the wrath of the authority, or to take +1 forward to follow your commandments, or call on a toxic power.
Okay, and you happen to have a something that is mechanically identical to toxic power in your position.
Okay. You know what? That's a good point. I will spend a point of tradition to take +1 forward to call on a toxic power. And I'm going to look it in the eye, its one little eye, and say, where is the person in charge? Or the entity in charge? Let me see what I get.
I was thinking of change when I was talking about its toxic power.
Oh, change is a toxic power?
That's what I
Change
thought too.
tries not to be, but mechanically is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but asking a question of change won't help.
It's weird that it's only a question. I don't know. Whenever I think of calling a toxic power a favor, on a 10+, you can ask a favor. I'm adding that to the rule.
All right.
To the roll.
Fair. I'm spending a point of tradition to get an extra +1 on this. And I will ask change. Get me to Fibian. That's a 9. It's a mixed beat. So on a mixed beat, it answers the question, or grants the favor, and the GM, well, I don't know. It's up to you if it answers the favor. But the GM chooses one. It takes something from me, either knowledge, reputation, or something physical. I mark a condition, or it gains a string on me.
Okay. Change responds by, like, a flash of black, and then everything's tinted red. And then, like, as you gain bearings of yourself, you notice you are several feet off the ground and looking at your body. That is now unconscious on the floor.
That's very unhelpful. How is this supposed to help? Sorry, go ahead.
Do I see this?
You see Vivelda fall unconscious after she's gotten hit a few times.
Because technically, if I see my friends getting hurt, something really bad will happen.
I definitely started to run away and started to get shot by the lasers. Like, that happened.
Okay, well then, I guess, I was okay with being captured before, but now I'm not. So I guess I'm going to attack the, floaty light spitting thing.
Okay, roll to beat up Vivelda.
Wait, what?
What?
No, not Vivelda. The one-eyed thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was obvious and everyone else figured out. Okay, roll to beat that up.
Okay.
I have
well,
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, my bad.
Well, now
Now
that
I'm
you
concerned.
take it away.
Now I'm concerned.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
now-
I thought I made it obvious with the tinted red floating a few feet off the ground and looking at your unconscious body. Was it not obvious what just happened?
No.
I figured you just went incorporeal and had like an
I
out of
figured
body
I stepped
experience.
into
And
the
I
astral
guess,
plane.
yeah,
Oh.
I
no.
thought she died. So.
Oh,
There are a
Well,
lot of
apparently they're-
interpretations.
they're a
I
drone.
suppose that's
However,
fair.
our characters wouldn't know that.
I suppose that's fair.
Also fair. Let's go.
I guess this was more confusing than I thought it was.
Well, I guess I'm attacking Vivelda then. So,
Let's go.
The players can know what's going on, but I don't know how what the characters are going to do.
This is fucking hilarious.
so my sword that wasn't a sword before like opens up its eye and just like blasts the thing with
Fab.
bright white light.
Bill supports our interpretation of not knowing what happened.
So I can shoot lasers. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that.
All right, let's have a laser fight.
I'm gonna dip around the fight to go grab Vivelda real quick.
Vivelda appreciates that. She doesn't know what's going on either.
I got a 10 like to blast it.
Okay. What? How are we doing a character combat?
We were saying that, well, when you're taking a move, so he's taking the fight move specifically. So most of it is like mutually agreed. Yeah, character's first instinct is that Vivelda's dead and the drone killed her. Completely reasonable. So he's taking.
Yeah, no, that was the observer's first instinct. I thought Vivelda would have been. I thought the players would have been clued in almost immediately.
You have so much faith in us. Unwarrantedly, it appears.
Is it hell?
It feels like hell. So that's the fight move. You rolled a 10. You rolled Daring or Grace. So you get to pick 3. You can flirt with or provoke your opponent. Since it's me, you can totally flirt with it. And gain a string on them. Or, through violence or cutting words, inflict a condition. Or, create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction. Or, finally, take an object from your opponent or seize a superior position. The create an opportunity could be you make sure that TG gets the space he needs to go rescue Vivelda. or anything you want. So you get to pick 3, and I get to pick 1 to apply to you, since I'm apparently the robot now.
Listening.
Yes.
You can pick inflicts a condition multiple times.
What?
For this, for a very specific reason.
Wow.
Okay. So I'm going to. I guess I'm inflicting multiple conditions
Great.
on this robot.
How many?
What's the most I can do? 2?
Well, if you're going to create an opportunity for TG to get to Vivelda, then yes. But if you're going to dump all 3, then you're going to dump all 3.
Yeah,
Is she
just
also projecting.
well, I actually think that I'm pretty upset to see Vivelda die, so I'm probably going to be going for destroy this thing. So all 3 will go into inflicting conditions.
Fabulous.
Okay.
What were you saying? You were
Vivelda,
shooting
you
lasers
have-
at me?
Huh?
You were shooting lasers? Great.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I just watched you die. I'm attacking you because I just watched you die.
I
Okay.
understand completely.
Vivelda, your
I do.
hardened shell gives you 2 damage resist, so ignore 2 of those conditions.
Oh, is that why I get to...
That's why listening can inflict multiple.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna mark frightened because I have no idea what the fuck is happening.
I'm going to roll Grace to get around the fight anyway, because I don't have an opportunity.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
That was beautiful. I'm just like, pow, 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 pow. And then I'm right there.
So you're not engaging in the
as you
fight.
get to Vivelda, she does that roll back onto her hands and spring onto her legs
Oh,
trick,
great.
and she looks up and she's like, "This is fantastic. You guys should probably stop shooting that."
Stop my chain mid-swing. Why?
Because that's Vivelda.
So when I get hit, I'm going to reel backward and make this keening noise because you just blasted me from orbit.
That's not Vivelda. You're Vivelda.
You guys are so small-minded. I am change, as I always have been. This,
look over
he
at the
motions
robot.
to himself, is Vivelda, kind of. That's Vivelda.
I look
And
over at
points
the
to
robot.
flying creature.
Hey, Vivelda, did you just insult me?
I'm gonna continue to keep blasting it until it's. Well, I'm gonna look out the corner of my eye and see Velda's okay, but I'm gonna be like obnoxious monster and just is there any way to Actually, wait, I can't do that.
You
Okay,
can
I'm gonna
tell that I only took a little bit of damage from that attack that you were expecting was going to be pretty devastating.
Oh, well, I mean, you're okay, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of a way to get you to safety. So,
You gotta
but I'm.
create an opportunity for an opponent, for an ally.
Well,
Sorry.
it depends. Is that thing still attacking? Because it looks like it's just acting confused or significantly walloped. So, it's not even the most important thing right now. It's more are you okay, Velda?
I do not continue attacking. Can I talk? Yeah, I can talk.
Yep.
I'm like, no,
Harsh
that
robotic
hurt.
voice.
No, not. So now you can talk? No, Vivelda, are you okay?
Yeah, I can
That
talk.
thing was always talking. What's wrong with you people? Of course she's okay. Look at her arm. Look at her construction.
What?
What
Ugh.
is happening? I
Wait,
attempt to move and probably again run straight into a wall because I have no idea how to move in this body.
Actually, you move very gracefully.
Oh, cool.
I put my chain away and I says, "Y'all need to figure out what it fucking magic." I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go get Fibian. You guys, you figure this out. I wash my hands of it and I walk away.
Wait, so Vivelda, you're in the thing now?
Am I in the... is that what's happening?
well, you're talking from inside the thing, and wait, so are you in two places right now?
I spin over to go look at my body.
Your body is standing there and waving at you. Like, you guys figuring this out yet?
Fuck.
Well, you don't have forever in there. Pull up the map and take us back to Fibian.
Okay. There's a map. Yes, I accessed the map.
Yep, you certainly do. You actually have a full map of the facility.
Fab. Yeah, let's go back to Fibian. While I
Upon
do that,
acknowledging that desire, your sensors hone in on life signs, and I mean, you're presumably Fibian's presumably the only thing that life sign could be. So,
well, if I only see one life sign, yeah.
Oh, life signs. Uh-oh.
How many life signs do I see?
You're all in
you
one spot.
see all of them in one spot, except for one that is far away.
Okay.
Well, not that far.
Okay, she's this way, and I head off that direction while I am
You
navigating.
move considerably faster than your land-based compatriots.
Nice.
Wait, are you leaving your body behind, Velda?
I guess. Hey, keep up. Change.
Is this change? Oh god.
Change is
Okay.
jogging along.
Oh, it's change. Okay, well, I'm not talking to. Well, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to keep up with the robot, shaking my head the whole
Does
time.
listening have a life source? Have a trigger the life reading?
Yes and no.
That's a very interesting question, not Vivelda.
Unfortunately, the question was about the mechanics of the world.
Yeah, so very interesting question, not Vivelda.
You're allowed to be out of character. Oh my gosh, new designation for Vib, Chrome Dome. I am apparently a robot. That's gonna be great when this thing comes back. I would like to be looking at the map and find out what else is in this place.
There's very clearly what's supposed to be like living quarters, and you have little like tags on hundreds of robots. Hundreds of them. Most of them appear to be in the same place, and all of them are marked with what you'd assume means out of order.
Hundreds of non-working robots?
Listening, Chaos, are you hissing at me? Did I do something wrong?
No, I'm not hissing. Why?
Sounded like running water to me.
I'm getting hissed at by my players. I guess I gotta pick up the action. More lasers.
More lasers.
No
Who's
more
getting
lasers!
Who's getting lasered? Yeah, I was getting myself some water. I didn't know if we could hear it.
Oh, okay.
Probably what you
I
heard.
was just
No,
poking
you can't
fun.
have that right now.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm trying to focus.
I can hiss at you more often if you'd like.
Please don't. It
So-
leads to more lasers.
But actually, a good question that another not Vivalda can ask is, are those robots alive then?
Can I identify them? Like, what are they?
They all know the only thing given to them is serial numbers, which is like 6 digits long and doesn't actually tell you anything.
Okay, is there somewhere around here a record of the fact that we broke one of the robots?
Yes and no.
Tried to break.
The robot that's currently moving around, one of the few that's currently moving around, and the closest one to you, is marked as in poor condition, but not broken.
Okay.
But is it alive?
Does it know that we hit it?
It knows that you hit it. Yes.
It's
Thank you for continuing to clarify.
It has records of you guys. It has on record that you guys are problematic, but that's not stored on the drone. That's stored in the system.
Okay, so I can't erase it.
Okay, so it's not alive then. Out of character.
Oh,
Okay, so
Durando, what
the
happened with
poll
the poll
ended.
was
I was the only one that
50%.
voted.
I voted.
Oh yeah, 2 people voted. We said yes, wanton violence is an appropriate method of determining life, but also listening is the worst. So I think that that's pretty straightforward.
These are not opposite sides of the same. These are
No,
these are
those are
different.
related, but not
Yeah,
opposites.
these are not different choices. These are.
Yeah,
They are not mutually exclusive.
Mhm.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you're the
Okay,
worst. So go ahead and be quiet now.
You come to the door, and records show that it's closed.
I tried buzzing at it.
Okay,
That's what the robot did last time.
that's true. You could also try to use your systems to open it instead.
Oh, is there like a convenient open button?
Yep.
Cool. I press that.
You appear to have a master key to this place.
Fab. I love it. Can I print the master key?
Okay. What? Can you on your printer too?
I'm asking.
Vivelda, themes are fading to black. Choose 2 more things to do and/or panic.
I would like to draw a map of the place in laser on the floor.
Oof, that's scary.
Okay. It takes too long, and you fade to black and open your eyes back in your body.
I start with the center and draw the straightest line from where we are to the center. Or the main control room.
Okay.
Even if I can only get sort of the way, it'll tell us the correct direction.
Hold on, what did you say?
Even if I can only get most of the way, it will tell us the correct direction.
Okay. You go back to the center. It's not a long walk.
No, hang on. I fade to black and there's an angry robot.
There's a robot.
And
Really?
Fibian, I wake up in my body and then I'm gonna go wake you up unless someone else does that.
I am busy looking at the floating machine that you just popped out of.
The floating machine, in a very familiar sarcasm, goes, "I am destruction. I am the end of the world," and then self-destructs.
Okay. Whoa. Did Vivelda just kill herself? Jeez Louise. Oh,
Vivelda,
man.
you feel the weight of your sword coming back. And Change is like, "Hey there, I'm back."
I unbuckle my sword and chuck it down the corridor.
It straightens itself midair and skewers into a wall.
Stay over there till I'm done, till I'm ready to talk to you.
Okay, so Vivelda is now back in her body. Did you just blow yourself up?
Did I blow up? Did the robot blow up?
There's a smoldering pile of robots, so presumably.
So time out. You were just in the robot, and so we were just we didn't know if the robots were alive or not. You were inside the robot, and it just blew itself up, and I don't see any meat. So therefore, the robots are not alive unless Velda's inside one of them. I guess. Sort of.
I kick the rubble on the ground and pull the sword out of the wall, and I look down at the sword and go, "You know, your world's got a taste for the theatric." Damn, I was going to call him Bonesy.
I'm just rubbing my forehead. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was... I don't know.
Wait, Vivelda, seriously, you just blew yourself up.
I did not.
You said a very Vivelda thing, and then you just blew up. It was weird.
I left, and I guess it blew up on exit. I did not click the blow up button. I don't even know if that is a button.
you're fairly certain there wasn't a blow myself up button.
Yeah, that
Yep,
seems dumb.
I think it being catching Vivelda for even like 2 minutes caused it to blow itself up.
Catching Vivelda is apparently bad for your health.
Trying to store all that unadulterated angst in the circuit fried the whole-
That's a pretty like
Wow. Wow,
That's
you
a
guys
pretty-
are the worst.
That's a pretty damning statement.
I think change blew it up.
After spending 2 minutes Vivelda, it was like, nope,
I
not anymore.
don't know what happened, but I tried to get us a map.
Sure, yeah. Thanks for getting us a map. Yep. I'm gonna give you a quick hug, and I'm like, I didn't know it was that hard.
I give you a look. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure you're making fun of me.
No, my character is not laughing. I am laughing.
Vivian.
I wake
Does
Vivian.
the sound of edgy robot exploding wake you up?
There's a literal explosion.
Fun fact. Oh, go ahead, Fib.
No.
Fair.
I'm gonna wake you up as soon as my head stops hurting. I'll wake you up.
Fun fact. In Amphibian's frame of mind, this all happened in like 3 seconds.
That is a fact.
Wow. I
Am hungry.
what is this feeling in my gut?
What is this feeling so sudden and new? I felt the moment I laid eyes on you.
I'm going to smash a bottle of sunlight in the room so that we can all refill.
Nah, it doesn't work.
It works to like a third.
I have a bottle of sunlight. I'll consume a bottle of sunlight. It's not hard.
TG, you would know beforehand that it wouldn't work quite like that if you were to. So you can have not if you want.
The flashbang thing. Well, I don't worry about them. I can buy as many as I please next time we get to shop. But no, I did it to tide everybody over because I've already eaten and I need to affect as many people as possible, even if it spreads the impact. And so, like sunlight, and we've talked about sunlight not necessarily being a topical ointment, but can work as such.
Well, but we have bottles of sunlight.
Yes, but if I use one to tide you guys over, we don't have to use 4.
Whatever makes you happy.
It's TG's way of being helpful.
Okay.
Thank you, TG.
You're welcome. Look pointedly at Vivelda.
Okay, Vivelda, in your fleeting memory, because you in fact contained a lot of data in that body that apparently a living mind isn't supposed to be able to contain.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to keep in mind the straightest route to the center, and you begin the path. As it begins to fade, you walk by the golden door again.
But the center isn't the golden door.
It might be. It's possible that the way to the center, the way that the robot saw to the center, involved going around this door.
Do you mean through this door?
There might be another entrance into the center room, is what I'm saying.
Okay, we
Or
could...
this golden door is unrelated.
Okay, well, we might as well go through the door.
So, how do you intend to open it?
Do I remember how to open it?
With the key.
The robot had the key.
Unfortunately, you do not maintain the ability to produce those frequencies of sounds, let alone which frequencies in what order.
You transmit the sequence and walk flat into a closed door.
I still can't believe Vivalda blew herself up.
I did not blow myself up.
There's also your sword stabbed into the end of
Oh,
that.
I'll go get it before we head out.
Nah, it's in my hand.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. Upon approaching the sword, you see a faint image of a Keenly figure standing on the hilt, standing on its length, and it's like, only my true heir may pull the sword from the stone.
Oh my goodness.
To which I would have immediately told it to stop being so dramatic and tried again.
The sword sinks deeper into the wall in an attempt to escape your grasp.
Jeez.
So what you see is me having a tug of war with your sword.
I will go over there and look at the sword.
You guys aren't the sword is visible from the golden door. Or rather, the golden door is visible from the sword now that the sword is sunk It's sunk almost all the way into the wall.
Yeah, I just go over there and I stand next to it and put my hands on my hips and stare at it.
You see a different ghostly figure of someone wearing hood with their hood up and facing away from you, and you see him holding a book and pouting.
I suppose you think you're clever.
I suppose you think you're clever.
You want to stay
It
at the
definitely
wall?
thinks it's
Told
clever.
to get the wall. Had to be told to get the map out. After I gave you not only the map, but the control over your assailant.
It doesn't help if you don't warn me what's going to happen. My friend immediately attacked me.
That doesn't sound very friendly now, does it?
He didn't know it was me. Sorry, they didn't know.
One might consider acquiring friends that can see with their eyes.
Unfortunately, these are the only people who ever want to talk to me.
I talk plenty.
You talk entirely too much.
Am I seeing?
I have released my grasp on this sword, and I am leaning up against the wall, very much enjoying this conversation.
Am I hearing?
You're
Am I
enjoying
hearing this
exactly
stuff?
half of this conversation. You don't see the ghostly figure.
Well, I just
You
see
do,
Vivalda
however, see
screaming
the
at the
sword
wall.
slam itself into the wall so hard that it makes a dent around it.
So,
Oh, so I was almost winning.
So,
Sorry, listening.
my
What did you
gosh.
say?
so wait. Do I hear? Do I know that Change is talking to Vivalda, or by?
It's
You see a
reasonable
ghostly
guess.
figure, but the ghostly figure's looking dead at you and not responding to Vivalda.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna
Same with TG. TG is having a different argument with the ghostly Keen.
Mm,
Tell you, you two are meant for each other. No better match I've ever seen.
are you just screaming at a? Are you screaming at your sword, Vivalda?
No. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. You just stop. Whatever. It's not. It can't be that smart if it's.
Listening's ghostly figure says, "Don't mind them; they'll just blow off some steam." And them appears to be TG and Vivalda.
Do I see anybody?
Yes, you do.
What is it?
You see a. Let's see. Vivalda had the keyword mopey, and TG had the keyword royalty. You see a elderly fellow.
Hello.
Also, it's worth pointing out that all of you get direct eye contact except Vivalda.
Good.
Wait. Do I recognize the little thing, the little person?
Some part of you does. I'm gonna say the keyword for the ghost you see is forgotten.
Okay. So I'm going to.
It's going to make it very hard to recognize it.
Wait. I'm not. I don't recognize it as change or anything. Right?
No, you recognize the feeling of change being around, but you don't recognize that isn't Change's body.
Yeah, because change is garbage. Anyway, no, okay. In that case, I'm gonna be like, you unveiled this sword.
I'm affiliated, technically.
Okay. Why are they yelling at you?
Vivelda's yelling at some other thing that's related. I believe because Vivelda asked for something, got the means to solve her own dumb problems, then proceeded to be upset at them.
It sounds like I don't know. I feel like something's up. That something's up.
Something's
boy.
always up. Have you seen this world we're in?
Yeah, I know. I agree. Something's always up. It's kind of fun, but don't tell anyone I said that.
I'm just gonna pat Hugh sitting faithfully in his holster, and I'm like, I'm glad we're friends.
When I say
So,
that, like
TG,
behind my
you
hand, though.
resist the urge to argue with the Keenly figure?
Yeah, because
Oh, I already told it that it was a sugar queen, and that that it and Vivilda deserves each other. I'm done with the situation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I put a message up. So it's I guess it's different time zone. I keep forgetting that.
Yes.
in my time
we are
zone.
running low on time.
We're running out of time. We are out.
Yes.
So, auf Wiedersehen, farewell, au revoir.
Okay, so do we want to finish this argument, or do you have to go right now listening?
Can finish this argument. Yes.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's kind of. I'm gonna tell the little person that it's kind of fun though, and I'm gonna smile at it. And then I'm going to kind of like look at Valda arguing with her sword, and well, I'm gonna watch all of you guys arguing with the sword, and I'm gonna kind of like smile. Yeah.
Vivelda's and TG's apparently want. Well, Vivelda's is just responding to Vivelda. TG's is wanting to be in an argument, and Fibian's is like acting as though they haven't noticed, but it's a bit hard because they're maintaining constant eye contact. Haven't noticed they're looking at someone is their current objective.
Okay.
They're pretending to stare through Fibian instead of at Fibian.
Yes.
Prolonged eye contact.
Uncomfortable eye contact. I'll be done soon.
Mommy, I would like you to start wrapping up.
Yes, we're wrapping up, dear.
That was adorable.
Okay. Vivelda, I think you're the last one to do the arguing.
Oh, okay. I think I said it doesn't count if you don't tell me what's going to happen first. My friends attacked me, and he was like, you should get better friends, and I was like, I can't.
You're like, these are the only people that talk to me, and I'm like, I talk to you.
Oh yeah, and then I said, you talk entirely too much. And that was the point everyone started dying of laughter.
Yeah.
This is why I don't do people favors. Oh, I have this problem. Here's the solution. That's not the solution. Oh, I have this. Here's the solution. You talk too much after there's no one that will talk to me.
Alright, that's probably fair. Alright. Look. Thank you for dealing with the zappy thing problem.
Welcome.
Your sword.
It pops out of the wall, and all of the phantoms vanish.
It's like, is anyone going to mention how Vivelda caused the robot to commit suicide? No, we're just going to gloss over that. Okay.
We are definitely gonna. We're just gonna gloss right over that. We don't want to
Vivelda-
know, right?
Once you go back to holding the sword, you hear Change's voice in your head, like, "Oh yeah, I did. I switched places with you when you were kicked out."
I noticed.
See, what happened was I took
Next
your
time,
consciousness and the
you
conscious
ask-
of the robot and swapped their places, and so I was left alone with the conscious of the robot.
Does the robot have a consciousness?
And so it solved it's a fake consciousness. It has a sequence of programming and understanding as to what it should do.
So the robot is alive.
No. The robot does what is close enough to thinking that I can manipulate it.
Next time that you decide to help me, would you please tell me what you plan to do before you do it?
Next time you decide to ask me for help. Because that's what happened.
Yes.
I will try to remember that I should talk to you, but only if you want me to talk to you.
Thanks. I'm working.
And scene. That was a great week, everybody. Bye bye.
All right, good job, everybody. Yes, I'm going to next time definitely tease Vivelda about talking to their sword. But not today.
Yes.
It was great. It was great. It was fun playing with you guys. Thank you so much, and
game,
you're all
everyone.
awesome. Yeah.
Same time, same place next week.
Same time, same place.
Be
All right,
safe,
take care,
have
guys.
fun, don't die.
Don't do anything Vivelda wouldn't do.
Don't do anything Vivelda would think of doing.
Yeah, there we go. Well, yeah.
If it's a good idea, it probably came from someone else.
Just don't Vivelda.
Don't Vivelda, everyone. Also, while you're at it, don't listen in Chaos.
Oh, and suicide is not funny. It's not. It's
Yeah, like that's yeah.
just to be
Also,
clear.
Asexual people who don't want to have relationships are valid, or who want to have other relationships are valid. Our conversation about listening Chaos's particular situation should not be taken as commentary on ace people in general.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Listening is messed
we love
up.
you. Our characters are dumb. Don't do anything they do.
Bye bye.
Remember, you're important. Somebody loves you. Should we raid someone real quick?
I don't know. I'm gonna head out. Take care, guys.
Okay, bye.
I've got no one to raid on my radar.
Let's see. Why don't we... Okay, so there's a writing person active right now, or there's... I mean, there's always Genshin Impactors.
Vorpal Tales is live right now with the D&D campaign.
Now get anything delivered with Uber Eats.
Why don't we'll switch over to Vorpal Tales. We've rated them a few times before.
Can I get
So
a big
if you've
cheeseburger?
already...
Grill the cheeseburger.
Sorry, just a
Add in
minute.
the pickle fries.
If you've already followed them, then you'll be able to shout raid in the chat. If not, go ahead and drop them a follow so that next time we raid them, you'll be able to shout raid, raid, raid. Let's go. This is, it does have follower only chat, is the problem. But they're doing a cool RPG called of Cthulhu, so it might be a little bit scary. Anyway, I hope you all had a great day. I hope that you continue to have a good week, and that I hope you'll remember that you're important. Bye!
Bye.
I've clicked right
And
now.
we're clear.
Almost start to fraction.
Okay.
But everything that is happening